Hi!
Hello!
Howdy! Welcome! Well, put the guns down. Put the guns down.
They just got here.
These are our guests.
Can we trust them?
These are our guests.
They may
Dom.
be mysterious, but we can trust them.
They are
most
mysterious
of the time.
and they are strangers.
Yeah.
And even though growing up in the 80s and 90s, we
I was
were
told never to talk to
not
strangers.
to talk to strangers.
Yeah.
These mysterious strangers are okay to talk to. Hello, mysterious strangers. Welcome. It is Friday night here on Saving Throw, and that means it is time for Wildcards. We will be continuing our journey through the strange, the twisted, the dark, the supernatural, the unseemly places in the Weird West, and also the depths of the human soul.
Okay, that's new. That's
Is it?
that's
No,
deep.
you
No,
say
they
that
think.
pretty much every single time.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Steven doesn't know that, so way to make me look
I mean,
not cool in
this
front
is
of
brand
Steven.
new information.
We will be playing in the world of Deadlands Reloaded, and we'll be using the Savage World system. Thank you very much for being here, guys. My name is Jordan Caves-callarman. I am the marshal around these parts. That means I kind of run this stuff. Sometimes I like to tell myself that. Really, I feel like I just kind of hang on to the reins and see where it goes. And we have a lovely table of people here tonight. Let's meet them. So here's what I would like from you guys tonight.
Okay.
I would like to hear your name. Don't forget that part. That part is important. I would like to hear your character name, also equally important. And I would like to hear if your character was going to be sentenced to death by a fairly lenient judge. What would you request for your last meal?
Oh.
What would your character's last meal be? And
gonna
we'll start
say
with Dom. Because I promised I would last time.
Oh, it's true. I remember that.
Okay.
Continuity.
What do you guys want for your last meal so I can say it first?
No, you can't take mine.
Plate of
No,
worms.
no, you have to go. You
Plate
have
of
to go.
worms, okay. I'd have a plate of worms. Ha!
Well, you forgot the other two things, so.
Oh,
Step that over.
my name's Dom Zook. I play James Bogue, the gunslinger, and James Bogue's last meal would probably be
A pipe.
a pipe. Definitely, he would ask for a pipe.
You
for
cannot
sure.
eat a pipe.
Or you can
But
try.
You can try.
Yeah. You know, it would probably be something. It would be something down home, like I want to say like steak and eggs or something like that. But let's do that. Let's do
Steak and eggs.
steak and eggs.
How do you
What-
take
what-
your steak, James?
What are you writing? Why are you writing that down?
I have many questions.
I don't
Medium
like-
rare.
Medium rare.
I don't like that you're writing this
Don't
down.
worry about it. Next to James Bogue, the gunslinger, who likes that down-home steak and eggs, medium rare, we got...
Hi, I'm Gaurav, and I play the consummate frontier gentleman. I took one away because I did an extra one last time, so
Okay.
balancing things
I
out.
The
see.
scales are balanced.
It's gonna be real
Good.
confusing. The podcast.
And my final meal would be a nice bag of popcorn.
No.
Oh my god.
Really? Nice
I'm gonna die,
bag of popcorn.
so like,
So why not go for the thing that's
I might
like
as well-
haunting you?
That's what you want?
I mean, it's only haunted me the one time. Yeah, bag of popcorn.
Bag of popcorn.
It's gonna be hard for them to get, so maybe I'll live a little longer. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a nice little treat. It's a nice little treat.
That, I think, was an unexpected choice from Hal
Yes.
Melton, but I'll take it. Bag of popcorn, it is Hal Melton. And then
Maybe
jumping across the table...
Is
Yeah, I don't like this question. Hi, my name is Meghan Caves, and I play Rosaline Byrne. And
Ignore me.
she would. Bye.
But...
Oh. She would.
Hurry, say so we
ask
can't write
for-
down.
Crap. What are you looking for?
I forgot to bring my computer charger, and I just realized that right now as my computer's about to die.
Oh.
What does it use as a charger?
because that one might be
You
the
have a
same.
portable battery, so
That's probably not gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think that will work.
Well then, that charger might be the same.
Yeah.
It'll be the same
See
on.
if,
I
see
might
if it
try
is
that one, if that's cool.
bad.
Sorry for interrupting. Sorry for interrupting that, Megan.
Oh, no,
but
that's okay.
I just realized
I don't eat.
I forgot something important.
Important. Anyway, yes, she would ask for this special potato dish that her family makes.
What is that special potato dish?
It is an Irish potato dish.
Good.
The classic Irish.
So
It
far,
is
I'm with you.
classic Irish.
Called.
No. No. Dang it.
No.
Worth a shot.
All right, no sound tonight, guys.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, because this is
Boo.
gonna die. That's on me. That's on me.
I've
Yeah.
bad juju, man.
Yeah.
I'm
mhm.
Steve. All right.
But it's like her family's special spin on that classic Irish potato dish that you all know.
Classic
about.
Irish potato dish. We don't even have to name it because it's so famous that it's the one that you're thinking of.
Oh yeah.
When you think Irish cuisine, you think that classic Irish potato dish.
Ah, that's the one my mom always used to make.
Right?
No, you know.
Classic
you get
Irish
it.
potato dish.
And then last but not least, we do not have Jordan Pridgeon this week.
What?
Jordan Pridgeon is in another
That's not him.
time zone, another country,
I'm not Jordan.
another continent. No, you are not Jordan
Say
Pridgeon.
something only Jordan Pridgeon would know. And us, I guess.
I can't hold my liquor as well as I like to think I can.
That's true.
Okay. No, tell them who you are.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen Pope, and I'm playing Percy McPeterson tonight.
And
Should I
that's
tell
and
them
that's
any more
all.
details?
That's all we know. That's
Okay,
all we need
cool.
to know. We'll figure out the rest about Percy through the magic of gameplay. But what would Percy's last meal?
His last meal would be lobster and foie gras.
Lobster and foie gras.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and then he wouldn't fucking eat it.
Now let's see.
Just spite.
Just to spite
Nice.
them?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember if at this time period in history, if lobster was still considered the cockroach of the ocean.
It might be.
I don't think lobster was yet a fancy fine food, but I think either way it works for what I know of Percy.
That's fair.
So I guess we'll figure out the rest of it in gameplay. So thank you guys. Thank you for that introduction and that morbid trip down.
You're welcome.
I don't know why you guys would tell
I don't
me
know why we went
that
there.
information.
Why did we go down that route?
I don't know. I thought it was a weird way to start things off, guys.
Last
but
time I said popcorn, it worked out fine. So
whatever you want.
this time,
it?
I mean,
For those of you who are new here, welcome to Saving Throw. We are an independent channel. We run on our own steam, by our own gumption, and with our own hands. They seemed like such big, strong hands. But they're not. They're not always
story.
enough
Text.
for us. I know, yeah. Never-ending story. We also run largely thanks to the support of our viewers like you. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing, if you're having a good time, if you want us to continue putting on new shows and making our shows better and doing more and more things, please consider tipping during the show. It really helps us out a lot.
Things go slow.
Thank you. And it literally
Oh,
keeps
great.
everything going for us, so we very much appreciate it. Even if you can't tip, though, we appreciate you being here, spreading the word about the show. If you do spread the word about the show, be sure to use the hashtag WildcardsRPG. And thanks just for hanging out. It means a lot to us that you guys are here. But as a fun side effect of tips, all cash tips tonight go towards unlocking reward tiers. Reward tiers that can make fun and interesting things happen in the game. If you want to see what those are for tonight, you can enter !unlocks in the chat window to see what we have on the docket this evening.
Thanks, David.
And then
Vega.
also, before they go away, we should thank some of the people that got started before the stream went live. So thank you, Double Up Omega, for the tip. Thank you, Simon Piernkopf, for the resub. Gunslinger Andy, thank you for the tip. Molly Richards, thank you for the tip. The Whole Card, thank you very much for the raid. Raid42, thank you for the resub. Ghost Hack 159, thank you for the bits. David Flagel, thank you for the resub. And Tyrannodon, thank you for the bits. We are all caught up
Yay.
with that.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
Thanks, thank you.
So, having
And Desk,
said,
thank you for the
all
sub
that-
if you're still here.
Yeah, Desk.
Desk
Yeah,
is still
Desk.
there. Desk _ thank you for the sub.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you for the
Human.
resub. Be sure and let Tyler know behind the scenes who you want your piece of cursed Spanish gold to go to for the resubs if you want to use your resub reroll during this show. That having been said, what do you say we all saddle up?
okay.
Previously on Wildcards, the posse ended up running across a young couple who were on their way to elope in the Republic of Desiree, and they seemed to be fleeing from a group that had caused them harm. The young man was injured and seemed to be missing a finger that he said got shot off. After helping these stranded, completely not able to survive on their own young lovers back the way they came, very graciously, to an abandoned house that they had found, where they took shelter. The posse realized there was more going on with this couple than they at first thought. The girl was apparently an unwilling cannibal due to her upbringing or some strange quirk of her biology. And her fiance, in order to keep her alive, was cutting off his fingers and feeding them to her so they could get enough energy to get away from her family, a cannibalistic tribe of murderers and just terrible inbred people that were there to hunt her down. They did find the house that they were holed up in and brought a huge force of their family to try and take the young woman back, but the posse was able to fight them off and get rid of them and help the young couple get to wherever it is they are going to go and get whatever version of a happy ever after looks like for them. All of that talk of marriage and whatnot seemed to inspire Gabriel Pryor to propose a marriage of his own to Rosaline Byrne, who, overcome with emotion of some kind, merely said she can't and left him alone in the house, at which point a mysterious stranger seemingly spirited Gabriel Pryor away, leaving only one piece of paper with a circle of thorns, in the middle of which is the eye of a raven, and a single word written on it. What is that word? We will find out soon, but first, let's draw some fake chips.
Okay. What's the word?
Wait, the
Fake
chaos
chips.
chip is still in here.
What?
The chaos
Yep.
chip.
The chaos chip is still in here. The legend chip is still in here. And remember, a chaos chip works like a legend chip, so
Yeah.
everything's
Exactly
cool.
like it.
No.
Since we have a guest this evening, we will let our guest draw first.
Me?
And also,
You're not a guest.
because we have some very kind, mysterious strangers in chat, we have unlocked the first story reward tier, which is our honored guest. And in
Oh,
order to
yes.
give Stephen a weird Western welcome, we will let him draw an additional fate chip.
Oh,
So
Nice.
4 fate chips for Percy McPeterson. Is it Peterson or McPeters?
McPeters, I believe.
McPeters.
I got a gray, a red, and a blue.
Okay. So you
It's
got
hard to get
America
his
so
gloves.
far. Yep, got those gloves on.
America.
And another blue.
Blue, that's a really good draw. That's
actually
two
pretty
blues,
good.
a red and a white.
Oh, card. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, the
Thank you very
card.
much.
Whole card.
Here we are for Rosaline Byrne. 3 fate chips.
I'm gonna
she's
get
a
the
normie.
best one.
She's a normie.
Really, I got 3 white.
3 whites. You got the James Bogue. That's what we
Yeah.
call that
I
man.
did.
Hal Melton, draw 3 fate chips.
All right.
Legend, chaos, and a blue chip.
I got America.
Red, white, and
America.
blue.
Well, that's what we call the Howell Melton.
James Bogue.
Ah,
He's very
Draw
American.
3 fate chips.
The suspense.
Canada.
Canada.
2 whites and a
A
red.
red and 2 whites.
Which means
Oh, Canada.
the chaos chip and the legend chip remain in the hat of
For
fate.
you to draw, probably.
For me, oh, that's right. I was gonna skip my draws.
You can.
I should. No, I'm gonna draw one
Way
for
to
each
go.
of you. I got a red. I got a white. I got a white, and I got a red.
Wow.
See,
Okay.
I also
All
got
right.
Canada.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
all right. All right.
Those are for me. In addition, there is 1 point of plot armor that remains on the table for anyone to use at any point to
Oh.
automatically reduce the severity of a wound by 1. And at some point, you know, there's still the second half of this cursed Spanish medallion that your enemies can use to get a very, very lucky break at some point down the line. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen tonight, maybe it won't.
Isn't there a mystery box?
There is a mystery box card, and this one I am going to have come into play later on during the session.
Oh my goodness.
So that will happen. This was drawn last time and did not get used, so I'll just put that right there so I remember it. Good.
I'm rightfully
Good.
terrified.
All
You
of the
was bad
things.
last time.
But hey guys, it looks like we have several toasts.
Ooh,
So why don't
what?
we all raise our glasses
Okey-dokey.
and get started on this backlog of joyful things we're going to shout and then drink after. Double Up Omega would like us to toast. Pay attention, guys.
Uh-oh.
To Bethany, the subject of many toasts, who was slain by her closest ally after coaxing the marshal into, and then intentionally failing, a dominion roll. And to a new beginning as a trick-shooting Mexican man.
Oh my.
I didn't remember any of that.
To
To
Bethany,
Bethany,
the subject of many toasts, who was slain by her closest ally after coaxing the marshal into, and then intentionally failing, a dominion roll. And to a new beginning as a trick-shooting Mexican man. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you very much,
did it.
Double Up Omega.
All right. Good toast, everybody.
100%.
Gunslinger Andy would
Oh,
like us
there's
to
more.
toast.
Okay.
Oh God.
A toast to Bethany. Well, it was bound to happen.
A
toast to Bethany.
Well,
It was bound to happen. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, Gunslinger Andy. And for those of you who are confused, this is in reference to their Deadlands home game that they have played.
Yeah, we will toast
Woo!
anything.
thank you, innocent brown
brown coat.
coat.
Thank you, innocent brown coat.
Peter Buxton would like us to toast. I ordered my Todd's card table weeks ago, and it still has yet to arrive. I demand a refund. I ordered my Todd's card table weeks ago, and it has still yet to arrive. I demand a refund. Set him up and knock him down.
That's
Thank you, Peter
very
Buxton.
Todd's Table thing to do.
You may be waiting a long time.
Todd's Table has shut down as a company, and you will not be
It's
receiving
in
that
a
refund.
river somewhere.
Yeah.
Simon Pierncott would like us to toast.
Uh-oh.
I wish I'd write an Irish wristwatch that an Irish wristwatch witch would write. I wish I'd write an Irish wristwatch that an Irish wristwatch witch would write. Set him up and knock him down.
Easy.
Didn't get us that
mean.
time. You
Irish
should go back to
wristwatch
confusing
is
German
hard.
words that I can't
Irish
pronounce.
wristwatch. I can't do it.
Irish
Please don't,
wristwatch.
Please don't.
Do it with a Sean
going
Connery
down.
accent. And
Irish wristwatch.
See, it works.
J. Matthews 85 would like us to toast to lax night and killing the party with kindness. Our own helpening. To lax night and killing the party with kindness. Our own helpening. Set him up and knock him down. My condolences on your helpening.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Toa 47 would like us to toast. A toast to a new season of Wildcards. May luck be in our favor and our fates be rewarded with blessings of gold, ladies and men, and sweet moonshine. A toast to a new season of Wildcards. May luck be in our favor and our fates be rewarded with blessings of gold, ladies and men, and sweet moonshine. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, Toa 47.
Yeah.
Molly Richards would like us to toast. Bethany, are you actually dead for real? Please don't come back. Bethany, are you actually dead for real? Please don't come back. Set him up and knock him down.
I have many questions about Bethany.
There's a whole Bethany subplot happening in the toast tonight.
Jackson, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, Jason.
Mixon.
Vampire 54 would like us to toast. Who needs stream of many eyes? We have Wildcards. Who needs stream of many eyes? We have Wildcards. Set him up and knock him down. I don't know how many people share that sentiment, but thank you, Vampire 54.
You can like multiples. It's fine. You don't do other stuff.
And finally, for now, the whole card would like us to toast. Cursed time zones, but bless the posse. And geeky violin, love from the East Coast. Cursed time zones, but bless the posse. And geeky violins, love from the East Coast. Set them up and knock them down. Thank you very much for the whole card. And we have two more coming, but while those get typed up, I'll go through these other things. We've got some Cursed Spanish Gold to hand out.
Woohoo!
Simon Pierncott would like me to give a piece of Cursed Spanish Gold to the one, the only, Lord Domwell Zookington.
Oh, I'll take it on his
he's not
behalf.
here.
Yeah, there you go. As his
Thank you.
ancestor, you are
guys can
allowed to
sign.
do that.
Descended?
Air.
Yeah, why do we always do that?
I don't know.
You did
I-
that
no,
too.
I don't.
You're before him.
Oh, sure.
It's a cyclical
It's
time
travel.
thing.
Yeah.
Technically, James spoke is a little bit before him.
Okay, well there you go, Steve.
Wraith 42 would like to give their piece of Cursed Spanish Gold to Stephen.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So that's
you.
for Percy. So Cursed Spanish Gold works just like a reroll, except after you use it, it goes to me, and I get to use it as a
Oh, that's
reroll.
horrible. I
And
hate that.
You can't use it on Snake Eyes.
Yes.
Oh.
On crit fails.
David Flegel would like to give a piece of Cursed Spanish Gold to Rosaline Byrne.
Oh, thank you,
And a
David
piece
Flegel.
of Cursed Spanish Gold to Howell Melton.
Ooh.
Thank you very much, David
Tier
Flegel.
two.
Very much.
Very cool.
That's a
And
pain.
Average Human would like to give a piece of Cursed Spanish Gold to Percy
silver.
McPeters.
wow.
Yes.
Thank you kindly. Two more toasts. Let's raise those bottles back
Okay.
up.
All right.
Innocent Browncoat would like us to toast to Gabe and Gussie. Hopefully those two will stop wandering off all the time. To Gabe and Gussie. Hopefully those two will stop wandering off all the time. Set them up and knock them down. Thank you, Innocent
I
Browncoat.
agree.
And Shimmickson would like us to toast. Looks like Gabriel forgot to eat his breakfast soup. Now he's got to pay the price. Looks like Gabriel forgot to eat his breakfast soup. Now he's got to pay the price. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you very much,
It's more
Shimmickson.
Rose's fault.
He done broke his heart.
And
Yeah.
What was that?
me trying to stifle all of the carbonation bubbles that are coming up. I'm not gonna burp. I'm just gonna make weird, like, anxiety.
I'm trying really hard not to myself.
We have unlocked two more rewards. We have unlocked a draw.
Oh!
For 1, 2, 3, 4 for Howell Melton.
It's me!
Woohoo!
Draw.
Get PowerPoints!
Why would you? Why would you?
Because that's what always happens.
Just get one PowerPoint.
What'd you get?
All right, parlay. I call on the ancient rite of parlay. All characters cease fighting and listen to the hero speak for at least 30 seconds. Others may only take defensive actions during this time. This has no effects on beasts and other creatures that cannot understand the speaker.
Okay. Parlay it is.
Parlay.
We have
Parlez-vous.
also
It's like a very
unlocked
Howl thing to do.
a fistful of cursed Spanish gold for the table.
Let's just talk
Lovely.
about this.
So I'll just put those right there, and you're
For
ready
us,
when you
for
guys
me.
want to spend them. Thank you very much, mysterious strangers in chat. All right, I think that is finally everything. So now, everyone, I want you to picture in your mind's eye, in your mind's ear, rather, the sound of a desert exterior.
Aw.
The wind blowing the sand around. It's not entirely barren. There's scrubby bits of trees and cactus and brush, but largely, it is always the same. And right next to where we are is an abandoned shack. And off in the distance ride a young couple on the horses that they took from their family, and also with one or two bodies slung across the back of the horses, just in case the young lady gets famished on the way up to
Yeah.
Desiree. You three are standing outside watching them go, and that's where we pick up.
Well, I feel like we did a good thing here.
It's,
I hope so.
I mean, except for all the people we killed.
we should probably get going.
Yeah, I suppose so. What time is it?
At this
the
point,
morning,
it's
right?
it's very early in the morning. They basically surprised you shortly after dawn.
Right. All right, well, let me go find Gussie, and I'll meet you up front, because I assume she's not there.
She's not.
Yep.
She's not. Somehow, actually, wandering around at the back of the house, Gussie seems to have gotten her two left legs into the well, and is kind of stuck like that, and is just sort of like hobbling around in a circle around the outside of the well.
Well, you know, at least she's there. Maybe.
She's not doing it because she's stuck. She seems to just be enjoying the rhythmic motion and just kind of walking around. And you hear her hooves kind of clattering against the inside of the well. from
She's a
time to
special
time.
horse.
Yeah.
She is. She's very special.
Well, I don't gotta go far, but
So the answer is always find a place with a well.
Right?
yeah.
No
oh,
well
that's
here?
a good idea.
Can't
yeah.
stop.
Let's do that on purpose.
She thinks it's fun.
All right, I'm gonna go pull my horse out of a well, and I'll meet you out front.
All right.
I'm
you
just gonna get on Juliet and wait.
Okay.
I will. I'll call out. All right, Gabe, come on out. Get your stuff. We're going. And then I'll go over to Rosaline.
Who I imagine looks visibly upset at this point.
Yeah, I don't think I could hide it entirely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of this place. Go on to whatever the next thing is.
All right. Listen, you know a little bit about magic, I guess.
A little.
Let's have a bogus conversation with Rose.
Yeah. So when are we getting married?
What about the magic
what?
between us?
What the hell is wrong with everyone?
I ship it.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Oh my.
And as he says that, he draws out Life Drinker. And he goes, now, I don't pretend to know what you go through when you do your stuff, but there's something about this weapon here that is wholly unfamiliar to me. And I feel it pulls something from me.
It does seem to be something special. I could take a look at it, I suppose. I don't know what I could find, but I would actually be a bit interested to at least study it. It'd keep me focused on something.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't know. I mean, I'm just sort of drawn to it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something, like it's taking a part of me, but it's giving something back, as it were.
Huh. I've not come upon something quite like it ever before, but But I can still take a look at it. It is quite interesting. It's a pretty gun, if guns can be such.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, maybe next time when we hole up, you can take a look at it, I suppose.
Yep. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. And he kind of absent-mindedly puts it into his side holster.
He tries.
He tries to put it into his side holster.
It will not go into your holster. Or rather, it will, but your hand will not release it.
Okay, so remember when I said I needed you to look at it? Well, I can't.
Yeah, you are putting it in the holster, and you just observing him see like there's just a kind of pause, and James, you'll stand there and just as though you're trying to will your hand to open.
Thank you.
But every time you pull your hand back out, Life Drinker remains in your hand. Thank you
James,
very much for the tip, Tyranny.
I have to be honest, I'm really not in the mood for a joke right now. This is not a good time to
Well, me either. This is the last thing I want to have happen right now. I need this weapon stowed.
Wait, I don't. What is happening? Can you not just put it away?
I can't.
Well, give it to me. So I'll try to take it.
You cannot take it from James Bogue. As soon as you touch it, it starts to heat up, just like you remember it doing when it was holstered at the hip of that mysterious gunslinger who brought the gun into your life.
All right, does the heat hurt me?
No, you don't feel it.
Does it hurt me?
It becomes very uncomfortable the longer you hold on to the gun.
All right, your gun is getting hot.
Why? I don't understand.
I don't know either. Would there be anything I could possibly know about this?
So you, unfortunately, Rosaline, are not a student of the occult. You do not have
Sure,
knowledge
right.
occult. Your knowledge of the occult extends to what you have been able to glean from your mentor and what you have found in the pages of Hoyle's book. And Hoyle's book is very narrowly focused on making deals with jokers.
Okay.
So
Nothing about it reminds me of anything of.
I'll give you a common knowledge roll at a -4 because
Okay.
you would have a possibility of having heard something about this in your time with the Blackwood Society. That's an ace on the D10, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. So that puts me at an 11.
Okay, so 15 minus 4 is an 11, which is a success with one raise.
Am I sleepy?
You are perennially
So
fatigued.
10.
Still a success.
I'm just sleepy. Just a bit sleepy. Just a little sleepy.
So, looking at it and having seen what it did in the hands of that gunslinger in Hamlin's Outpost, and also seeing what it is doing right now, it puts you in mind of snatches of conversation that you overheard between Quentin and some of his associates when they thought you weren't listening. Mentioning items of great power that were very rare and very hard to find, but seemed to have some sort of great event associated with them that left some mark of power upon them. And often these items would be very powerful, but also would carry a great price for the wielder.
Well, now that I see what it's doing, it does remind me of something I've heard before, which is a weapon that was a part of something very powerful, but it means that it probably has a very great cost, which you may be finding right now. But is anything else happening? Are you tired? Is it hurting you?
Well, when I fired it, there was one moment where I kind of let go, and I felt it take something from me. It felt powerful, but after that, nothing special. I mean, it just feels like a regular gun, you know? I don't
Howell,
understand.
at this point, I imagine you have extricated Gussie from the well and brought her back around to the front.
I would be careful with it. That's, I know, an unusual thing for me to say, but where that information came from means that it is probably, could be very helpful, but also could take your life if you're not careful
Well,
with it.
if I can't get it out of my hand, that's certainly going to,
Well, there must be some way. Maybe there's some sort of... Why would it possibly stay in your hand? What would the point of that be?
Well, maybe it has a job to do. The only reason it's here is to kill.
So, you think you have to kill someone?
Or maybe at least hurt him. When I tried to shoot Pappy, and it took that power from me, I missed. Maybe if I had hit him, this wouldn't be happening.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I
Make a
hit
smarts roll, James.
I hit other people with it.
Watching James try and figure out the mysteries of the arcane is adorable.
It's German.
No.
Yeah, you're not sure. I mean, you were able to holster it earlier.
Yeah. And that other mysterious gunslinger had it. I'm just gonna have to have my hand on it, I guess.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Well, it seems that James can't put his gun away.
Is that,
Which is normally an innuendo I use, but not in this moment.
what kind of innuendo would that even?
Here.
That doesn't make
Here,
sense.
you
I
try
must
and
not
pull
worry
it
about
away
it,
from me.
All right.
Again, as you grab it, it starts to heat up in your hand, and no matter how hard you tug on
Stop
it,
making it hot.
I don't. He's
I'm
not.
not.
Now this I ship.
Quit
guns-
tugging my gun.
Your gun's so hot.
I'm just gonna fire it up in the air
okay,
and just expend all the bullets that are in it.
okay, all right. So you empty the chamber up in the air.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I imagine pointing kind of off at a diagonal, not
Yeah,
directly
just
up
like-
in the
Those
air.
bullets come down. What are you doing?
This should work.
No. Didn't that happen to you like 2 episodes ago?
Yeah. Some other party is getting hit with
Yeah. So you fire those bullets up into the air and empty the chamber, and then try and reholster the gun. Mm-hmm. Won't go in.
That didn't work.
All right, maybe just you could pry your hand open, maybe. Let me just.
Ow.
Not
me just-
working.
Ow.
And it doesn't. It actually doesn't really feel like there's force being exerted against you. You feel like you can't even get any purchase on his fingers. You are just comfortably holding this gun in your hand with no tension.
All right, this is some weird mumbo jumbo. Maybe Gabe knows something about it.
I'm quite fascinated by it.
Gabe, where you at?
What would Gabe possibly know about that? I'm the
I
one who
don't
knows
know.
more about this sort of thing.
I don't know. If there's some
SF Giant 49er.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the tip.
if there's some hint of evil on this thing, I'd like to know that.
Well, it may not be evil. It's just power. It's not necessarily good or bad.
Where the hell is that preacher?
He's getting his things. I'm sure he'll be here now.
I'll go check on him. I'll walk inside.
Okay, so you walk inside
I guess-
into the main room,
Yeah.
which is empty.
Right.
And there is no sign of Gabe. Make a notice roll for me.
All right. That's a 5.
A 5. Over in the corner of the kind of destroyed living room, there is what looks like a little pile of black something and a spark of white that catches your eye.
Okay.
And going over closer, you see what looks like a small mound of greasy black feathers and a small slip of paper on top of it.
Well, this definitely wasn't here before, right? I'll pick up the paper.
Okay.
Does it smell like anything? That black stuff?
It doesn't smell pleasant. Vampire 54, thank you very much for the tip. Thanks for balancing the scale.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a musky wildlife odor to the feathers. But the
Okay.
paper itself is actually very nice paper.
Okay.
You can tell because it has heft and it's very thick. And flipping it over, you see a circle of thorns with what looks like some sort of bird's eye in the middle. And underneath that, in very fine script, is written the word Phoenix.
I'll just crumple it up and throw it away.
Okay.
That's not important. No, I'm kidding. I will.
I really wish you had done it.
Does this have a second floor? Or is
No,
this one-
just one other room.
So I'll check that room to see if
Everyone thinks this house is like way bigger than it is.
Yeah.
How big?
Two
10
room
floors. This is the Brown
What
Palace,
floor are
right?
you on, Gabe?
The other room, apart from a little bit of blood, of fresh, tacky-looking blood staining on the ground, is empty as well.
I'll go around to the back and see if he's out. There's no outhouse or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
And in fact, there might have been at one point, but it's not standing anymore.
Okay.
And
Just the well.
that's where you were getting Gussie all together.
Right. I'll just see if he somehow got back there. So I'll walk.
Okay.
I'll walk back there.
The bar, thank you very much.
And then I'll
Thank you, the bar.
walk from that side back to the front of the house, taking the other direction I originally took.
Okay.
Because I took one direction to the other.
So circling the house, there is no sign of Gabriel.
All right. So, unless he said he was going somewhere and his horse is still here, Gabe's not in the house.
It's possible he just. It's possible. Maybe he just wandered off somewhere for a little bit.
All right. Is it also possible that when he wandered off, he exploded into feathers? Because there's a pile of feathers in there in this note, and I don't think this was here last time unless you wrote this.
What is it?
Feathers?
So
Says-
you take the note from Howl, and flipping it over, you feel a cold pit in your stomach as you immediately recognize the insignia of the Blackwood Society, and then you see the word Phoenix beneath that.
Where did you find this?
Just on the floor. There's a pile of dirty
Inside?
feathers inside.
Show me.
I'm gonna get
on
off
in.
the horse and run inside and just yell, Gabe! I'm just gonna yell for him and like
Your-
frantically.
Voice kind of sounds dully in the emptiness of this abandoned house. And you
What's
see
going on?
over on the corner of the floor where Howl said they were, a small mound of greasy black feathers.
What's going on, Rose? What is this?
How much of that would I put together based upon what I knew from before?
What are you asking?
I think I'm asking, I mean, I clearly know the symbol that's on here, but as
Yes.
far as the feathers and everything, does that mean anything to me other than...
You know that they were very, very proud of their raven imagery, and would even sometimes wear ceremonial clothing that was adorned with raven feathers.
Okay, I think I would go over to that and I would get down. This is like one of those times in which it's too much. It's too much. I don't think I can. Rosaline can't quite process the note, the feathers, and what just happened with Gabe, and the fact that these two things are happening together. So I think she just kind of gets down on the floor, and she's picking up these feathers, and
They
kind
feel
of
greasy
staring
and
at it.
foul to your touch.
I want to try to use Mind Rider on the paper.
On the paper?
Yeah,
Okay. Are you casting or are you spending or
I'm
dealing?
casting. Wait. I have as many points as I did before, right?
Correct.
I'm dealing.
Are you out of power
I
points?
have one power point.
Okay.
Oh, thank you,
Savage Scott W.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the tip.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This is bad.
Also, as you shuffle your deck, we have unlocked the next reward tier. Thank you very much, Mysterious Strangers, which is called Commonly Bound. So you guys do not have Gabriel Pryor to share fate chips with you.
Oh,
but
yeah.
for the rest of this session, you guys are all able to share your fate chips with one another.
Oh,
Very
that's
cool.
awesome.
Because of the generosity of the
Thank
Mysterious
you.
Strangers in chat.
We're all
That's very
married. We're
We
all
will
married.
probably need that. We are all married,
Also,
except for Rose, because she
Raise,
says she can't.
raise a glass or a bottle.
okay.
Because Tyrannodon would like us to toast to Frank, a gunslinger in my Deadlands Classic game, who also picked up Life Drinker last week. Oh boy, if only he knew.
Uh-oh.
To Frank, a gunslinger in my Deadlands Classic game, who also picked up Life Drinker last week. Oh boy, if only he knew. Set him up and knock him down. Good luck to you, Frank. Mm-hmm. And thank you,
Strangers
Tyrannodon.
really like their long toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about a character limit.
Okay.
150. That was good.
I need
Just keep your hand on your holster.
How many power points do you need in order to cast this
I
spell?
need jacks or better.
Okay, just
I need
jacks are better.
Just jacks or better.
That's it.
Just
So we walk in and we see Rose on the floor casting a spell.
Yeah, you walk in and Rose is on her knees with like one hand has a fistful of these like greasy black feathers clenched in it, and the other one has her hand open, and one by one you see these cards kind of appearing in her hand, her spectral, slightly flaming cards.
Okay.
And she stares at them.
Yeah.
So remember, you get to draw one extra card because you
Right.
have 4 points of grid now.
So I start with. Why is this so hard to remember?
You're gonna draw 9 cards.
9 cards?
And then
Okay.
you're gonna make the best hand of 5.
5. Okay. So I got a queen.
Queen.
I don't know if
start.
you guys can see this from here. I don't know if
Probably
this is,
not.
No.
Maybe.
Sorry, we can just shout it
We'll
out.
just tell them what it is.
An 8. Both of hearts. A 2 of hearts.
Okay.
Ooh, hearts.
Okay.
Good.
Oh.
A 3 of hearts.
Yes.
Okay.
Boy.
A 9 of hearts.
All right.
Okay, that's good. That's a good
A
start.
7 of spades. A king of clubs.
How many do I have now? I have
2 more.
8. Oh, that's 7, yeah.
Jack,
Jack of clubs.
and a 5.
And a 5. So you have a flush.
I do have a flush.
And a flush.
spell
the
goes,
spell
off
goes off
with
with
a
a raise.
if possible.
So you retreat again to that shadowy table in your mind.
Oh, yeah? And I
And
punch that
you
demon
feel
in the face.
a dark presence across the table from you, but you look at your hand and almost without even focusing on it, you're still focused on what's going on here. You just feel that you have a winning hand and you lay down your cards and you turn and leave that room and come back. So what happens on a raise with Mind Rider?
On a raise with Mind Rider,
You are so much more organized than I will ever be.
I try. I don't know. I don't know that I get anything with a raise, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so the range of this
I mean,
is
it's an opposed roll, first of all,
so
against.
against your target.
Right.
Okay, so
Against
make
the
your
spirit.
spellcasting roll. You have the points. Well, it went off with a raise. So we'll say you got an 8,
Okay.
essentially. You feel your mind go into those cards and start to leave your body, seeking the eyes of the person who last touched this card. And you feel your consciousness just kind of float around for a bit in a void and then return back to you. Which means that they are not within your range.
Uh-huh.
Ignatius Wang, thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ignatius.
You also have a
Wang.
great name.
I think that is just kind of a. I think she just bursts into tears. I think she's so overwhelmed by everything that just happened. This is nowhere near what she thought. She already felt like everything was her fault, and now she does even more.
All right, so you see Rose's eyes go black.
Don't you start crying. Start
And
crying.
then all of a sudden she just kind of rocks back into her body and just bursts into tears. And you guys are just standing in the doorway behind her.
What's going
Rose.
We have to go to Phoenix. We have to go to Phoenix. We have to go to Phoenix right now. We have to go right now. Gabe is in Phoenix. I think, as best I can figure, we have to go. We have to go right now. Somebody has taken him.
How could Gabe be in Phoenix? He was just here.
He's not here. He's not here. He's not. He's in Phoenix. We have to go right now. Get everything that you have. We have to go.
We're already ready to go. We just wait.
Then let's go.
All right. I guess is Gabe's stuff still there? Cause
Yes.
I'll grab his stuff and put it on the horse.
Okay.
I guess my horse. We can't take an extra horse with us.
Yeah, we can.
You can tie her up to one of your
But if
horses.
we're riding fast to Phoenix, I can't imagine.
The horse will run as fast as we run.
Yeah.
It will?
she'll keep
Okay,
pace.
great. Pack horse. Then I'll put his stuff on his horse, no name. And all right, yeah. Is she all right? What's happening?
I don't
She's
know.
gonna go. She's going for her
But
horse.
when she's like this, I just do what she says.
All right, yeah, all right.
All right, so you guys get everything saddled up and ready, and I assume head off towards the
Yeah,
southwest.
one-handed. I jump on my
Yeah,
horse.
yeah,
Gun.
you're still holding Life Drinker in one hand.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
And you ride south. So let's jump ahead to the night. And at this point, I would like you to imagine that the sound of the desert has faded away and been replaced with a somber, dreamlike sound. Because Rosaline, you have slipped into a fitful sleep.
Yeah.
And in this dream,
Unintentionally, probably.
you are back in the living room of that shack, and you are watching Gabriel lay himself bare in front of you. And again, you feel yourself say, I can't. And you can see almost in slow motion the crushing betrayal and hurt just register on his face.
Thank you.
Night, Steve, thank you for the tip. And you see almost as if he's reacting physically to your words, the hurt and pain you've caused him. And you feel yourself almost nauseous with shame and guilt and some sort of anger at him, at yourself, you're not sure. But as you watch him, his features continue to distort, and you see his mouth sort of open and pull back, and his face sort of distends out until it's not his face, but it's the pumpkin head of Jack o' Nines. And you see vines burst out of Gabe's skin, and you feel these tendrilled vined hands kind of creeping towards you as Jack o' Nines looks at you and says, you call it love, but despite your art, the truth is, you just lack a heart. And as he says that, he plunges his fingers into your chest, and you feel intense searing pain as you feel his vine tendrils rooting around inside of you, and you feel them latch around your beating heart and rip it from your chest. And as that happens, you wake up screaming, but first I need a guts roll from you.
Matchy.
Yeah, I imagine I wake up going,
And the guts roll is at a -7.
okay.
But don't forget, you upped your grit.
I did, so that's a plus. I at least have that going for me.
The coin to see who's on watch.
That's not gonna do it, so that's a 1.
Yep.
Don't forget there's table curse bench rolls.
Yeah, I'll use that first. Oh
Vampire
my god,
54.
Vampire 54!
Whoa, thank you for the hundo.
Thank you very much for the tip.
Oh my
Thank
god.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Thanks, guys.
Must be something list.
Chat, you are. They're posseing up. I don't know what for.
All right, curse Spanish gold to re-roll that.
We'll find that, Gabe. Don't you worry.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That is a 2, which is better, but still not good. Another piece of curse Spanish gold to re-roll. That
Can I
is
spend one of
worse.
mine?
No, you
can't
can't
actually
share
share.
curse Spanish gold.
Damn.
I'll use mine.
Your curse.
All right, curse Spanish gold.
Wow, that's 3 already.
That's a negative.
She's not making it. Minus 3.
7.
Minus 3 altogether.
Well, -3, yes.
And you just have white fake chips?
But you all have common bond.
Right.
that
Blue,
could
I
be.
could add a d6, but you might need them.
The highest one you've rolled is a 5.
I know.
So
I
you
need
could
a
add a
6.
d6 to that.
I am going to propose. I'm the new guy. I'm willing to give you this.
I mean, if you want to.
I will let you have this. I will
Thank
give that to you.
That's very kind
That
of
is
you.
very nice,
kind
thank
of you.
you.
Blue
Let's
fake chip.
see,
Spent to add a d6 to this roll.
Okay, oh right, I'm just adding
So
a
5
D6.
plus 1. 5 plus 1. However, if you spend another piece of
Wow.
curse Spanish
Thank
gold,
you
you can
very much.
re-roll all of those dice.
My god, that would be the last one on the table.
Yes, it would.
We're sleeping. Well, he's sleeping.
Okay.
I'm on watch.
Spending it.
I'm not even technically in the game yet, and I have an ulcer from this.
There we go. Yes! There's an ace.
Oh god.
11. All right.
Okay.
So you wake up. Yes.
Blood pressure.
Screaming. Who is on watch?
That was me.
You're on watch. You are startled all of a sudden by the sound of Rosaline screaming behind you, and you turn around to see her across the dying embers of the fire, and you can see blood welling up from her chest underneath her blouse.
What? Oh, shit. I'll get some bandages. I got a bandage right here. I'll just, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
I don't know what's happening.
Look at me. Look at me. You're gonna be all right. Let me just,
So what wins out here? Howl's need to help others, or Howl's sense of propriety?
I'm gonna wake up Bogue. Bogue, wake up!
What?
No, put the gun. You can't.
I can't
I
put
know.
the gun down.
She needs help. She's bleeding. She's.
What the
I don't
hell?
know.
There is more red blood kind of just soaking into the front of her
I'm
blouse.
going, whatever my blouse is, I'm just gonna tear it open
Okay,
because
well,
I'm trying to figure out
to
what's
take
going
this
on.
and-
Okay, so you tear it open and
Uh-huh.
you see not a deep wound, as you were expecting to see, but still you see the imprint of 5 small holes in your chest, and blood is just leaking out of them.
You didn't see anything. You didn't see Jack o' Nines.
You were sleeping and you woke up and you were just bleeding. So no, I didn't see anything.
Jack o' Nines is dead.
It wasn't. That's how He was in my dream though. It was there in my dream, and he pulled my heart from my own body, and I woke up with this. How can that be dead?
All right, just calm down. I'm gonna bandage you up because he's still got a gun attached to his hand, probably, right?
He does.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it because nobody else can do it.
Okay, and actually, you just go over. She has her blouse kind of ripped open.
Okay.
But you can see, getting closer to it, that it doesn't actually need to be bandaged up. It just needs to be dressed. This is actually a very superficial wound.
Okay.
It's just slowly bleeding, and it gave the illusion of there being more blood because it was just slowly soaking into her blouse.
Get some Neosporin or something.
Yeah,
Neosporin.
I'll get my healing bag and put something on there.
Okay, so you just kind of clean it off with some clean cloth.
We should just go. There's no point in taking this time. We should just go. We don't have time.
Well, we gotta rest, and the horses gotta rest too. We can't run them like that.
How far are we from Phoenix? Do any of us know?
No.
How far are we from Phoenix? Does anyone know?
You guys hear the cry of a raven in the night.
Would I recognize that sound?
You and James make a smart roll for me, and yours is going to be modified by your fatigue.
Because I don't know
Which
what
is-
crows are.
No, you weren't there when this happened before.
Is this just
Just smarts.
Just one minus? I'm
Yes.
just at 1 fatigue. I got a 3.
Do I still have a fatigue, or did
No.
me sleeping take that away?
That went away.
Okay, so 5.
5. You remember another time, not too long ago, when Rose woke up screaming in the night and you heard the sound of a raven or a crow at night, which seemed unusual to you at the time,
Right.
but you haven't spent a lot of time out in the Southwest.
Rose, you gotta talk to us, honey. What's going on?
They took Gabe. They took him. They
Who?
took him. The Blackwood Society. The
what?
Have I told you about?
You have not told these guys anything about the Blackwood Society. This is the first they are hearing about them.
They are they're a very powerful. They're just very powerful, and I stole something from them, and they've been following me, I guess, and they took him. He proposed to me, and I said no, and they took him.
What?
He proposed to you?
Proposed?
He did, and I said no, and they took him. They took him, and I said no, and he's
It's
upset,
fine,
and
it's
they
fine.
took him, and we have to find him.
It's not-
I take her, even with my gun, but I take her and I hug you.
We have to
And I
find
go,
him.
it's okay. It's okay. We'll find him. We'll find him,
I
and
don't-
we'll put a stop to whatever the hell this Blackwood Society's doing to
They're
you.
more powerful than I am. Than we are. It's where I learned what I can do, and I took the book that I learned all of this from. I took it from one of them, and something else, and I don't even have it anymore. And I don't have it, but they might kill him, and we don't even know where we're going. I don't even know how we're going to find him. This is why I can't marry him, because I'm horrible. I'm awful for him. I can't. I'm not a good person.
Rose, listen, calm down. Listen, it's not. I'm sure it's not related to you saying no to any proposal or anything. I'm sure it's not that. And if they wanted to kill him, they would have killed him. They would have done it right then and there to send a message to you. But they probably want something else. It sounds like if they took him and left you a note like that. That seems like they want to make a trade or something. I don't know.
For what? The
I mean,
book?
maybe they want that book, but if they can't get it, we'll give them something else. We'll give them some book. I don't know.
But I don't know what these dreams are. They're not going away, and they've never manifested like this before. This is not. This is. This can't. This has to be something else. I mean, this is not happening to you.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, I have dreams sometimes.
That attack you in the waking world.
I mean, no, not that. No, not that. Just other dreams.
It sounds like whatever's happening to you, this Blackwood Society has the answers. So we're gonna be confronting them one way or another.
We have to be careful. We have to figure out how to do this.
We can't be careful and quick. It's gonna be one or the other.
Well, you know what a cautious man I am, and I'm fairly quick too.
Well, you're just reading stuff off your sheet, though.
I am also have a death wish, so you might not want to follow what I want to say, but Rose, we're all in this. I don't know what. Honestly, they sound like whiny children after you for stealing a little book that they had. That means nothing.
It's not just a little book, though. It's It's a very rare book and it's very hard to come by. That's why I took it.
Well,
Well, what happened to the book?
I still have it. It's where I learn all of my tricks that you love so much.
Well,
Hal.
if you still have it, then let's give it back to him.
It may be too late for that. I don't know. The other thing I took was in cold water, and I don't know what happened to it after cold water fell.
Well, we'll find out. We'll get there, and seems like they probably want something, so we'll have a chat. Hopefully these are chatting folk. No?
just
I don't know.
All right.
Rose, you need to get whatever rest you can, because your head needs to be in this game.
I can't. When I sleep, I wake up and I'm wounded from my dreams.
I understand. Whatever you can do to calm yourself somehow.
I can try. I can try. Just if we can just go at first light as soon as we can go.
Well, we might as well leave now. We're all up.
Yeah, I'm not going back to sleep now.
All right. Yes. I'll just gather things
Okay.
mindlessly.
Okay.
Gather things.
All right, I'll get the horses ready.
All right, and you guys get set up and take off before the sun rises. Now, you, Rose, are wanting to ride hard, I imagine.
Yeah.
But with the extra horse, even though the no-named horse does keep pace with you guys, it's still a little bit extra to wrangle. And laden down with all the things that you guys have, you can't go at a full-out breakneck pace. But you are able to make pretty good time, even though the footing out here is not always the surest. Following this trail for a couple of days is where we will pick up momentarily, because a few more things have been unlocked.
Ooh,
Lovely.
Everyone raise your bottles. Vampire 54 would like us to toast.
Oh, see.
Don't cry, Rosie. Gabe is here, safe with us and the ravens.
Oh, that doesn't make me.
That was mean.
Don't cry, Rosie. Gabe is here, and safe with us and the ravens. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, Vampire 54. Also, we have unlocked another draw for someone at the table, and that person is Rosaline Burns.
Ooh.
Draw.
Find the person I need to find immediately.
They appear in front of you, magically.
I got PowerPoints!
Hey!
Arcane inspiration. I have no idea how I managed that. Immediately recover all spent PowerPoints.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I will use that right now because I. Oh no, wait, I don't.
No, it's
need
been
to.
days. You're
Okay,
good.
it's been days. Never
Hot
mind.
diggity dog.
Never mind.
We have also unlocked the final 2 story tiers.
Oh, really?
Lovely.
Sights on sight.
Was that
And
me?
a dark offering. And what those mean, we will find out later.
Okay.
I'm not nervous.
You should be.
So thank you very much, mysterious strangers in chat. You guys are the real heroes. All right, so you continue on, making the best pace that you can. Rose is still distraught and still not sleeping well, especially after that. You sleep fitfully.
Still just on fatigue?
Yes. Anytime you feel yourself starting to fall asleep, you will yourself back awake. So the best you manage at night is a shallow doze. And you guys don't really know what to say in response to that. You're just trying to get where it is you're going as best you can. Now, the young couple told you that following this trail would take you in the general direction of at least a halfway point between Phoenix and Dead End, where her family's ranch was. So at the very least, you know that you're going in generally the right direction.
Are there any signs that we ever come upon?
Not really. This trail, again, is very sparsely traveled. But eventually, on a few mornings after that very frantic one, when the skies are overcast and threatening rain, you guys find yourselves heading down a trail. Nice.
Thank you.
And you see off in the distance to your left and right what look like other trails that are winding out from the horizon and appear to be meeting up with this trail further ahead. And actually off in the distance, you see what looks like a hill with some sort of structure on it, a large wooden structure. James, you would pretty immediately recognize it as a Confederate frontier fort.
Oh.
That's what it appears to be from the design of it, but you can't really make out much more than that, except that it's on top of a hill.
Phoenix is like a known city, right? We know of Phoenix?
Yes,
Okay.
you would know. Phoenix has been mentioned a couple times in the past few days.
We would know that we'd be looking for like a larger...
Yes.
Okay.
The young couple mentioned Phoenix a few times.
Okay.
And as you get closer to this fort, you notice something strange about it that at first you couldn't quite put your finger on from a distance, but the hill that it's on appears to have a chunk carved out of the middle of it, and the fort straddles that. So it looks like the trails converge and then go underneath the fort above that sits above the trail on the hill, and that's where you guys are heading.
Okay. So how long have we been traveling?
It's been a few days.
Okay.
It's a damn strange sight. Trail under a fort.
Have I heard of a Confederate fort that is built like this?
You have not.
Okay.
Make a common knowledge roll, and I'll do no penalty on this because you were a Confederate soldier for many years.
Is that smarts?
Yes, that is smarts.
5.
5. Okay, so you have not heard of any fort that was constructed in this manner, but you have noticed, just looking at it, that it does not appear to be manned, or if it is manned, it's with a very skeletal regiment, because you do not see posted guards, you don't see any of the things that...
No flag or anything?
No flag raised, nothing that would indicate, at least from your experience in the Army, which has been several years, but you imagine it hasn't changed that much, that would indicate that there is a lot of military presence here.
You think skeletal regiment was a play on words? Or
Oh god, I hope not.
I'll never tell.
Well, Hal, listen, this isn't something that I would normally ride into, but this definitely looks, I don't like the looks of this. I don't understand why they would abandon a fort like this. If it even is abandoned, but there should be at least sentries posted or a flag raised, something.
yeah.
Everything comes here, so that this is a prime spot to have a fort, but
Right. And we're just passing through, though. You think they're gonna stop? I mean, if anybody's there, they're gonna say something to us?
maybe. I just think we should probably be on our guard, as it were.
I mean, we could also maybe, stop and ask how close we are to Phoenix. Maybe get some direction of where we should be going next.
If they appear friendly, we can ask them.
All right.
Otherwise, we may just have
Well,
to run.
on the guise of seeming friendly, maybe you just shouldn't be there because your hand's stuck to your gun.
Well, I can keep my hand here.
That still doesn't seem very friendly. Just saying.
You just keep his hand on the butt of his gun in his holster at all times.
It seems like that means something in most places. And it's not, I want to be friends.
You have actually also noticed during these past few days, James, you have tried that, to keep Life Drinker in the holster and just keep your hand there. But after a certain amount of time, it always seems to just work itself out of the holster somehow, almost without you noticing it, until you look down and realize you're just holding Life Drinker at your side instead of holstered at your hip.
It's almost like it wants to breathe or something.
Don't say it like that.
What? Your gun wants to breathe?
Yeah, that makes it sound like it's alive. It's not alive, okay?
No, guns can't be alive.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm
So
not
don't
saying-
say it's breathing. That's just weird.
All right. Anyways,
So you guys are continuing on towards the fort?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him, you probably would have heard, but just be on guard, and if we have to ride fast, be prepared for that.
and let me do the talking.
No.
Well, hold on, because his hand's stuck to a gun, and you are not all right.
And you often make people want to shoot us, Howell.
Whoa! I'll be fine. All right, I'll be all right. Give me a chance.
No, I think I can take this one.
I'm going to take my bedroll, and I'm going to spool it over my shoulders so that it's like a poncho almost.
Like a fashionable poncho?
Yeah, but it's just covering up my...
Because no one ever hides suspicious things underneath a giant poncho. But hey, it's something. So you guys keep riding on this trail, and as you get closer, James, you probably noticed this first, but the closer you get, the easier it is for everyone to notice. This thing is borderline decrepit. It actually looks like it hasn't been manned or upkept in years, if not a decade or so. The wood looks rotten in places, and there's obvious holes through the side of it. As you guys keep riding up, do you shout anything out to try and...
No, it doesn't seem like anyone would be here, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty run down.
Yeah.
Could just be abandoned.
Yeah, no, it does look like that.
I mean, we can just pass on through, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys just kind of ride into the what looks like dynamited and excavated pathway through the hill underneath this fort. And as you ride under it, Howl, you become uncomfortably aware of
Right.
how suddenly pressed in you feel with the sky cut off and just this creaking, rickety sounding building that seems to just make noise with every errant gust of wind. And the skies continue to darken with heavy clouds that look like at any moment they're going to open up. It's darker in here than it looked like from a distance, and you feel a bit nervous due to your claustrophobia.
I'm just gonna close my eyes. Let me know when we're through this mountain thing.
All right.
So will everyone who has their eyes open, not Howl, make a notice roll for me?
Yes. You're dying.
6.
6? Bad.
2. It's
All right.
fine. She's not noticing.
So you're just kind of like, you're just trying to keep it together, Rose. James, you notice up ahead on the trail, off past the part where it opens up on the other side of the hill, there appears to be some sort of strange mechanical device on the side of the road. It's large, and it looks kind of like pictures or etchings that you've seen of those automatic carriages that travel with ghost rock boilers without being pulled by horses, that the people in Desiree are so fond of using. And you start to hear, just you, what sounds like some metallic clinking sounds. And continuing to ride closer, you see what looks like feet sticking off of the side of it. It looks like there is a person kind of leaning into some compartment of it. And you see a separate person further down the road that is moving slowly with a shambling gait that you somewhat recognize, and holding something metallic in its hand, and it appears to be just shuffling slowly towards the unaware figure with its head in this conveyance.
I swear to God, I should have fixed this thing back in Tucson. No, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work either.
I think we have some problems here, and
Frustrating.
this person is obviously unaware of it.
To be clear, it looks very much, the closer you get, like there is a risen dead walking towards this guy.
Yeah.
How close are we?
You're probably about 80 feet away at this point.
So we're pretty far.
This is inside the mountain?
No, this
Or
is after
this
it
is-
opens up.
Oh, after
you
it
haven't
opens up.
seen
I
this
see.
because your eyes are closed as you're going through here.
Gotcha.
It's where you get banned from one major city, okay, 4 major cities, and eventually you find
I'm
yourself in the middle of nowhere.
I'm gonna ride up fast right next to him. I assume it's you, and just go like, Mister, you best go the other way. I think there's trouble coming. What the hell?
Oh, hello. Who are you? What are you doing here?
We're coming through the trail. Do you see that coming down here?
So describe to us what James Bogue sees when you pop out of...
So you see this man, doesn't look like he's eaten in a couple days, doesn't look like he's slept in a couple days. Bowler hat, goggles, coat, large gloves, which I might have removed because they were really sweaty.
Really hot.
Yes. And he is just covered in all sorts of goop.
Okay.
Like oil and some other stuff you don't recognize.
And he's wearing a pretty bulky looking
Yes.
backpack that looks like it has all manner of electronic components on it that just immediately put you ill at ease.
And a crank wheel. He also has this gun that looks like ghost rock is infused to it, but you're not sure why it looks off.
Okay, you're one of them sciencey types.
Yes, thank you.
Well, Mr. Sciencey type, do you see that coming at you?
Yes, that's Rudolph.
Sorry, what?
Yes. Rudolph! No, don't take that tone of voice with me, young man! I don't appreciate that in front of company. Thank you, I've been looking for this for about an hour.
Rudolph hands him a wrench.
Yes.
How far away am I from this?
He rode up quickly, so you're now probably like 40, 50 feet away.
What is this, James?
I don't rightly know.
I'm open my eyes now, and hopefully James isn't pointing a gun at somebody. And he was. All right. Well,
I can't not
Real
point a
quick,
gun.
real quick. Night Steve would like to give a piece of cursed Spanish gold to Rosaline.
Thank you, Night Steve.
And I'm going to activate this mystery box card, which is, I reckon you're scared. All guts checks for the remainder of the session are at an additional -2. From the
Oh
husband.
my god, we can't get to nighttime.
Wow.
Thanks, Husband.
Husband, what's up with all of your mystery box things?
I
Oh my
love
god.
them. I love them.
I also like them.
Yes. Hello. Percy McPiercy.
-9.
I'm Howell.
Percy McPeter, actually.
What?
Added the sin back in Boston. That's why I can't go back there.
Well, are you planning to keep us from continuing on?
Oh no, be on your way. I don't care right way. Though, nice horses. And he goes back to fixing his machine.
Okay.
Well, our horses are working, so
Yes, and when this working, I will be in Phoenix by nightfall. Just gonna get
Wait,
this stupid
you're
thing.
going to Phoenix. Do you know where Phoenix is? How far is Phoenix? You said by nightfall. What time of day is it?
At this point, it's like midday, although it looks later because of how dark the clouds are.
How, is it that close?
Oh, not at all. For you three, it's going to be,
Probably about another 2 or 3 days.
I'd say another 2 or 3 days.
So how-
4 tops if you stop and feed those horses. Get away from me. Shoot, shoot.
How common are
I don't
one of
like your
these-
horse.
You don't like Gussie?
Gussie is giving me strange looks. I don't Gussie, you named it Gussie.
Well, yeah, it's a
Asher.
Strange name.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
research.
Ash Armstrong, thank you for the research.
I thought it was a fancy name, named it after a Pegasus. You know, Peg Gussie.
Oh, I like that actually. Good name. Still not sure about your horse. Either way,
How is it that you're going to get there by evening?
well, I'm glad you asked. This is my, well, I haven't thought of a name for it yet. I was gonna call it the hybrid, but that feels a little too on the nose. It's powered by zombies.
what?
How much for us to get right with it?
What?
Oh, I could do it for free if it get it working again.
What do you need to get it working?
What do I need to get it working again?
Well, you hit something back on the road. You're not sure what you hit. You didn't see anything, but you hit something solid that you ran over, which caused you to careen off and hit a rock. And now something seems to be jostled loose. So you kind of stand to the side when you're introducing your machine. Now, you asked how common things like this are?
Yeah.
Automatic carriages are not super common because they're expensive, but you've seen pictures. They
Okay.
do not look like this. This has a gigantic compartment in the front of it that is way bigger than what you've seen. You've seen more that have gigantic compartments in the back of them that have boilers on them.
Right.
This one appears to have a very tiny boiler on the top of it and an open cavity that he is now showing you. Would anyone like to look inside of the open cavity?
No one's ever said yes to this on the show.
Well, my major hindrance is curious, so.
Okay, so you peek inside and you see what look like 4 lower halves of dead bodies that are rigged up to some sort of mechanical device. So it looks like they've been cut off at the waist and it's just legs and thighs and feet with a little bit of spinal column sticking out.
It's like the Flintstones, but horrifying.
You don't have anything to do with a surgeon, do you?
Who?
All right.
I know plenty of surgeons, but not this one in particular.
I think at this point, normally I would have much more of a reaction to this, but at this point I just am kind of like, whatever. Everything is crazy. Whatever.
All right. What is it that you need? What? Is it something that can be fixed quickly?
Well, I don't entirely know. I've been working on this for about 30 minutes. I would have gotten it done faster, but somebody decided to drag their feet, Rudolph. Don't do that tone of voice.
Does he understand what you're saying?
Yes, it's Rudolph.
Is that a name you gave him, or is that his name when he was...
That's his name.
But I mean, like, did you know him when he was alive, or...
Oh, heavens, no. I found Rudolph somewhere in Texas. Or was it Mexico? Rudolph, do you remember? Ah, yes, it was Mexico.
What?
I had to
Alright.
leave the country for a little bit. There was an incident in, was it Boston? No, it wasn't Boston. Boston was the other incident. Either way, and he's halfway back into fixing his machine.
Okay. How
And
can
Ash
we,
Armstrong would like to give a piece
Aw.
of cursed Spanish gold to
Thank
you,
you,
Ash
Ash Armstrong.
Computers.
What? How can we help? What can I do?
What can they do?
It would help if you haven't been able to identify exactly where the problem area is. You reattach the wheel, but you're not sure where it is exactly you hit something because you're not sure what you hit. So you're trying to identify which area of your device that, as of yet, has no name, might have been damaged, but without knowing where exactly it was struck, it's hard for you to pinpoint which area might be loose.
Best I can figure out, I have to figure out what exactly I hit, and then we can move from there.
Where did you hit it?
Oh, somewhere back there.
Rose, hold on, slow down for a second. Now, as
That's
nice
not
as,
gonna work.
as nice as this sounds, taking this thing to Phoenix, we can't just leave our horses and stuff out here. What are we gonna do with them?
Oh, there's plenty of room for the horses, don't worry.
There is clearly not room for
Problem solved. Other than that, we can get new horses.
Wait, the problem
What?
not solved because that
No.
doesn't make any lick of sense.
Well, that's fine. I can go with him and you all can catch up later then, if that's what you'd prefer.
No, well, I don't prefer that either because you just said these are very powerful people. We should go together. So,
The faster we can get there, the better. We don't know what they'll do to him. They could kill him.
Who exactly? What is that? I'm sorry, I am terrible when it comes to talking in general. What is your names and what the hell is going on?
My name's James Bow.
Jimbox.
Nice to meet you. Jim?
No, I'm
It's
I'm
James.
Hal.
Nice to meet you, Howell.
Yeah, I'm Rosaline, and one of our party has been taken and is
Oh,
in
dear.
grave danger, and we need to get to Phoenix as fast as possible.
Well, sounds very important. I will definitely keep you at the top of my priority list as soon as this is done.
There is a distant and very soft peal of thunder.
I don't want to hear it, Rudolph. I do not want to hear it.
What's he saying?
Oh, no, if the storm comes, you'll never be able to fix it. That's what you sound like, Rudolph. That is what you sound like.
What?
All right.
If we go back to see what you hit, is that helpful?
Oh, very much so.
I'll do that then. I'll take Juliet and try and go back and see if there's any obvious
Okay.
things in the road or.
Is anyone else going with her?
I'll go if you're not.
Yeah, no, I'll go.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I'll hang. Oh wait, this is a terrible idea.
Follow Rosaline everywhere.
Pull Dot around.
I'll hold a no name. Then.
All right. So this would be more of a tracking roll, but I'll let you guys make a notice roll at a -2.
Or I could do a tracking roll.
Oh yeah, you have tracking. That's right.
-3. Wait, yes.
Wasted.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 4.
7 minus 3 is a 4.
I have no negatives, right? Because I have tracking?
Correct.
9.
9. Okay. So you can see Nikasor. Thank you for the base.
Thank you.
Sorry. Hey, Nika.
You can see, kind of taking a look at this strange contraption and its large, narrow wheels. You can see kind of where the tracks go through the dust, even though it's been dry packed for a while because there has not been a lot of rain. And you can just sort of make out where it kind of like wobbled and kind of, it looks like it maybe clipped the side of the hill here as before it rolled to a stop wherever it currently is. James, you see that, and then you also see further back where there's a little bit of shadow and some like rough rocks left on the side of the path. What looks like a little bit of some sort of reddish black substance on the ground over in a shadow. You'd have to get closer to check it out.
All right. I'll ride up to that and drop off of Dot.
Okay. So kind of going down to look at it, you smell a strange kind of, it's not quite metallic and it's not quite sulfuric. It's something kind of in between. It's unpleasant. A strange odor. And you see what looks like a little bit of really dark, tacky looking blood. And what looks like a small bat wing.
All right.
That appears to have been ripped from something.
I'll pick up the bat wing.
Okay. It feels uncomfortably warm to your touch, and that strange blood just sort of drips sluggishly from the end of it, where there's still a little bit of bone joint poking out from where it was ripped out of whatever it was ripped out of. You assume a bat.
Right. Well, looks like you hit a bat.
Am I close enough to hear this?
Yes.
That and maybe the side of this mountain.
Now, does that sound like something I could do with my hybrid? I'm calling it the hybrid. Little on the nose. but
I
I'll
mean,
work with it.
you could definitely hit all
Yes,
manner of things with it. You feel like if you had hit something like that, like a bat, it wouldn't have rocked your hybrid off to the side and into the wall of the hill.
No, not that. If I hit a bat, it would have just kind of been like, oh no, I ran over another armadillo. That? I went off the fucking trail, good sir.
All right.
Pardon my French, madame.
I don't mind.
I kind of mind.
He minds, I don't mind. And you-
Pardon my French, sir.
Well, this is the only thing I can find out here that seems to have any sort of damage to it that you might have. hit.
May I take a look at that?
Sure.
All right.
It is uncomfortably warm.
It's a
Yes. And it smells weird. You have knowledge biology, but that is more of a human biology. Is a detail that I did not put on. You're very well versed in anatomy, but I wanted to. We'll make it more. You could make a roll, make a knowledge biology roll. I'll say make it at a -2.
All right. So I roll 2d6 for this.
You're gonna roll whatever your knowledge skill is. So I think
Yes.
knowledge biology is a D6, right?
Yes.
And then you're also gonna roll your wild die.
Alrighty. I got.
Well, you aced it!
I
So
aced
you
it,
So you
re-roll
get to
that.
roll it again and add to it.
That would be a 9.
9 -2, which is a 7, which is a success. This does look very much like a bat wing. It has that sort of like membranous film in between the very light bones that would look like a bat wing. You've seen a few that have been stuffed back east in museums and whatnot, but something
Back in
about it,
Boston.
the size of it seems off. It would be fairly large for a bat, and the color and something's very wrong about the blood. The blood does not seem right. It smells very strange, and it doesn't look like mammal blood coloration.
Well, I'm no biologist. I prefer the term mad scientist. But this seems a little off. Batwings don't get this large, you see. Also, generally they don't squeeze it out a little bit. They don't bleed black. It's more of a red color. Mammals are red on average.
Well, does it tell you anything? To help?
Nope, not a goddamn thing. Toss it.
Okay, what else then can we do?
Plus, I figure you can, wait, I suppose?
Wait for
What are you looking at? Oh, use your words. And I look over where he's pointing.
So he's pointing behind you guys, further down the trail. And you all turn to look, and off on a rise where the trail kind of continues up over a hill, you see what look like 3 dark-clothed figures just standing regarding all of you.
So are those friends of yours?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Can I mind ride them?
You don't have anything of theirs.
No, but I can see them.
You can see them.
If they are in the range of 8 miles,
Yeah, you could try and mind ride them.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna spend points to mind ride?
Yeah, I'll spend points since I have them.
As Howell sees that spectral deck of cards probably
Are
come
you
up.
gonna do that in front
I
of
would
Percy?
probably try to conceal it a little bit, but I'm not gonna be too worried about it. I want to know who the.
I mean, he's the
Fuck
guy
these
with
people.
dead
Right.
limbs powering his vehicle. So I guess who is he to judge?
I do have.
He also
my
seems to have the
card
weirdest
chart.
gun you've ever seen in your life, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. You guys could still do whatever.
So you
I'm
take
not
out
saying I'm doing it. I'm
your
just doing
normal deck of cards and just start
Yeah.
to shuffle with it in your hand to obscure the fact that the spectral deck appears in your hands.
It. Yes.
While she's doing that, I'll turn my back to those figures and I will load Life Drinker.
Okay.
I got a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
All right. So they oppose with what?
With
Spirit or smarts?
I believe it's spirit. Let me double check. Yes. I figure I'd just pick one of them. So.
I'm gonna spend a piece
No!
of curse there.
No!
Yeah!
I need to know who they are.
I'm gonna spend another piece of cursed
I
Spanish
think this is
gold.
gonna work, man.
I have so much
There's
cursed
no way
Spanish
this
gold
is
back
gonna
here.
work.
You're
Hold
swimming
on.
in it.
Let me spend another one real
Oh
quick here.
God. It never ends.
Hold on, just one more, just one more.
Just getting rid of resources, I guess.
Hold on, just one more. Come on. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. There we go.
You still fail.
Double ace.
Oh no.
He aced it.
So,
Twice.
you do that, and within the confines of your normal deck of cards, that flare of dark phantasmic fire kind of sparks up, and your eyes go dark, and you feel your consciousness just shooting out towards one of them, who has begun to walk down the path towards you guys.
This is so. If the. Wait, does that mean my spell would be unsuccessful?
It is unsuccessful.
No, wait.
No, so they resist it.
The victim wins. He knows he was targeted by magic. If they know such things exist, and the spell is unsuccessful.
Yes. He has started walking down the path towards you guys, and as your consciousness kind of reaches out for him, you see him just kind of go like that, and you feel your mind and spirit being batted away. And at that same instant, you don't see this because you are currently somewhere else. The three of you see what looks like an explosion of feathers, and suddenly that person is much further up the road and way closer to where you all are. He is a young man. He appears to be not much older than 19, and he has dark curly hair and very bright, inquisitive blue eyes. And he just stands a little ways up the trail from you and just looks at all of you. And at this point, Rose, you feel yourself kind of snap back into your body, and you see this as well.
I didn't see the feather thing.
I'm keeping the zombicizer on him.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, Mr. McPeters. Now,
Oh, you all saw that. Good. Very good.
we can't. I don't want to get you involved in anything that you don't want to be involved in. But
Oh, I believe it's a little too late for that.
all right. Well, I think these men mean trouble.
Very good. I need new test subjects.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna deal with that later.
He has been staring at Rosalie this entire time.
So I would notice that.
How far away is he now?
He's maybe 50 feet up the road.
Oh, okay.
Did he stop?
Yeah, he's just standing there.
Let's say we say hello. This is our
All
feathered
right.
friend that we might be looking for.
This isn't the one I expected, but
Do you know
probably
this?
associated.
You don't know this one, all right?
I don't.
All right. Well, let's.
You see that he's wearing some sort of like dark robe that looks very anachronistic, and what looks like a silver circular pendant on a chain around his neck.
How much would I know about their behavior?
Does
that make sense?
You weren't invited to a lot of meetings.
I know I wasn't, so I'm just
so
trying to-
most of what you've gleaned has been from hearsay and rumor and things you were able to squeeze out of Quentin.
Okay. By the way, just to throw this out there, if you're interested in what we're talking about with the Blackwood Society, it is information on Rosalie's wiki.
Yes.
On
And it has
Facebook.
largely been handled in our Twitter RP, so if you want to
Yes.
learn more about Rose's history with the Blackwood Society, that would be a good place to check.
Yes. Anyway.
But not now.
Yeah.
We start walking over there.
Yes.
All right. let's do it.
Clearly, that's yeah.
Why don't you
Ah,
hang
good.
out?
You're already armed. I appreciate that.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Why don't you hang back here, and we'll just have a chat. You seem insulted, but I'm trying to save your hide here.
No, no, no. If you guys want to die horribly, be my guest.
All
I
right.
think we have any other choice?
Now that you know where you struck things, you know that you need to focus your attentions on the front right-hand side at least. Maybe you jostled loose a capacitor up there that helps power the generator.
Thank you, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. We'll start walking over.
He just dives right in.
All right. Just let me do the talking. I think.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
This is not the time for that.
All right. You do the talking.
So as we get closer,
How close are you guys getting?
I don't want to get too close. I want to get close enough to be like within earshot to be able to talk, but not like screaming the whole time.
Okay.
So 20 feet.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. You get about.
Oh, thanks
Sword.
for the
Thank you.
tip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you close to about 20 feet away, and he
So he's
just
looking back here more.
he stands there with his arms crossed and just kind of. He doesn't seem to be paying any attention to the two of you at all. He's just focusing right in on Rose and just looking at her.
Where is he?
Echo 1. Thank you.
Echo
Thank
1,
you.
thank you for the sun.
Where is he? What does that mean? Can you not hear?
The lady asked you a question. I suggest you answer her.
Thank you so much.
Tracker 14.
Sub-train.
Sub-attack.
Do you want to be shot instead? Because we can do that.
It doesn't need to come to bloodshed. There's 3 people, right?
What does that mean? What's he doing?
Did you just tell me not to say anything?
There's just him up here. You see
Oh.
2 other people up on the rise, but they're way further back. You can just see the outline of them. Tyrannodon, thank you for the bits.
Thank you. What do you want? I don't know what that means.
Why don't you motion for your friends to come join us?
Maybe he wants your earring? What are you pointing at your ear for? Make some sense.
You see him open his mouth and say something, but you hear no sound come out.
Did anybody catch that?
It seems to be ridden, if you had a guess, but you can't hear it.
Why don't you say that loud enough for us all to hear?
Yeah.
My dragon, thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits.
Tyrannodon, thank you for the bits.
I don't know what you want.
He kind of just, as you're saying that, he doesn't appear to be paying much attention to you. He's just sort of sizing you up and down and looking at you. And he comes back up to your face and just sort of cocks an eyebrow quizzically.
All right, well, that's enough of that. I suggest you just move back with your friends and leave us alone.
Where's Gabriel?
I'll move up closer to him.
How close are you getting?
12 feet.
Okay. So as you move up close, you just start kind of just James Bogue style striding up the road with your life drinkers down, right?
It's on my side.
And when you get to about 15 feet of him, you hit a wall and you just fall back on your ass. You're just dazed. It's like you just ran into a wall and fell back.
Would I recognize that?
You won't understand what happened. You just saw him fall over.
It's a bad time to take a fall there.
What happened?
What the hell? There was something right in front of me.
Nikasaur wants to give this to James Bogue.
Negasaur. Thank you, Nika.
There's piles of gold.
Yes. I start to get up and I'm like, Mister, I don't know what the hell you just threw in front of me. And I move forward
He's
again.
just looking down and smiling at you, and as you move forward again, your head just hits something very solid that you cannot see, and you just white flashes in front of your eyes.
God damn it! What the?
You all right, Boog? What is happening?
There's something in front of me.
What
I'll
is-
go over to them too and
Okay, so you guys go over to where James is, and you kind of reach out a hand, and it doesn't feel like anything at all except solid. There's clearly nothing there. It doesn't feel soft or hard or cold or warm or anything but just immovable. And it's there.
I'm just gonna look at him.
All right. Well, that's a fancy parted trick, but
I watch all of them just kind of touching nothing. Strange cowboys out here, just strange.
I'm just
Rose, can you walk us through this thing?
I can try.
whoa, do we want to get to the other side of this? If you can put up these invisible,
Well, we can't.
What?
We need to be where they are.
What
This
kind
thing needs to come down one way or another.
Calstone.
Thank you, Calstone.
well, maybe there's another way. I'm gonna start walking to the side.
Dragon wants to give their Curse Spanish Gold to Percy.
Oh, thank
We
you.
just start walking to the side and see how far this thing goes.
I'll settle on
Okay.
this eventually.
So you start walking to the side, and you're just feeling it out. How far are you walking?
Maybe a good 30 feet to see if it still goes.
Still there.
What
See,
kind, of
Rudolph, this is why I told you, no mimes. Never trust a mime.
what kind of shadow is there around here?
There's not a lot, but if you were to retreat back underneath the hill,
Yeah, but there's none around him, right? The guy on the horse.
there's kind of some, like, you see a little bit, like, out by rocks and everything out, just not right next to him, but out around him.
Maybe this is why I can't hear us.
That might be.
I mean, I could try to take one of us in there. Best I can do, I can't do both.
Well, if they can throw something like this up there, it's probably not wise for us to split up.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of this is,
Well, it's
To
definitely
block
gonna
us?
impede
For
us
what?
from getting to Phoenix.
but this is the opposite direction,
Percy,
isn't it?
will you make a notice roll?
Is
With
it the opposite?
gusto.
I thought it was.
Is it from where we came, or is
Or
it?
is this
No,
going-
this is going the
Oh,
way you
yeah,
need to go.
yeah.
Also, Echo One would like to give a piece of Curse Spanish Gold to Rosaline.
Thank you,
Nice.
Echo
Oh,
One.
rolled a 6.
Nice.
Nice.
On my,
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Reroll it.
9.
9. Okay, so as you are tinkering around in there and just periodically looking up to see them miming their way in the invisible wall over there,
Performers, don't trust them.
you hear what sounds like several horses approaching from the same direction they came.
Do I see horses?
Looking back up there, you see at the convergence of the trail out past the hill what look like about 8 men on horseback that are riding towards you guys.
Oh dear. Gentlemen, sorry to interrupt your miming. There seems to be a bit of a horse cavalry coming.
Cavalry.
Yes, would you like backup?
All right. Well, we got to deal with one thing here. We can't do both.
What,
I mean, if these people are trying to get through, we can just let them try and get through, and then they'll just hit this wall. I mean, 8 people against these 3.
I suppose. I guess we can wait and see.
Excuse
what
me,
happens.
stranger, who you shouting to up there?
The mimes, as you see. I motion to these 3.
Can we see them now at this point?
You can see them, you can kind of hear them. They're further back, like from him, and fairly far away from you at this point. Oh, I see. Now that's an interesting. What do you call that thing that you're working on? This is the guy that's riding in the front of these men.
Oh, I'm calling it the hybrid, but I'm not married to the name yet.
No, yeah. Does that belong to you?
Why, yes, it does.
Looks pretty expensive.
Might be.
How much would one of those cost, man? I'm in the market for something a bit more reliable than this horse of mine. I hear all manner of tales about these wondrous devices.
Oh, well, later on when I'm in Phoenix, possibly we can discuss it. This one is not for sale, you see, I'm currently...
Oh, I don't want to buy yours. I'm just curious how much one like that would cost.
Looks like they're just having a friendly chat. They're fine.
They do not.
Well, we can't hear them, right?
You can't hear them, but you can see the men that are here, and these do not look like friendly men. You can see they are a bit rough looking.
Do they have any indication like the Blackwood Society do? Like the guys that are in front of us?
Do they look anything like them?
Yeah.
Nope.
There's nothing like that looks like it might link them or anything like that? No
Nope.
sigils or anything? Okay.
All right. Well, then,
And the man that's on the other side of whatever this wall is just kind of pointing back like, oh, you should take care of that.
all right.
I'm just curious.
Oh, it's...
I want to know how much I need to save up.
Ah, yes, it's a fair amount, yes. Real quick, should I roll notice to see if I pick up the social cues here?
Yes.
Okay. That'll be 2d6. 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, you're getting a definite tone of slight menace.
Ah, yes.
It appears that they are not merely curious about this.
Oh,
You're an odd little fella, ain't you?
I've been called that for most of my life, yes.
Well, see, here's the thing. This doesn't appear to be working too well for you, right? So I figure...
No, it's working fine.
Well,
just needs a little adjustments.
Doesn't look like it's working, so I figure my friends and I here can...
Good sir, I said it's working fine.
Oh, well, you didn't let me finish, son. My friends and I can just hook it up to our horses and we'll drive it on ahead to Phoenix and, I don't know, we can see what the market will pay for something like this, and then maybe by the time you walk into Phoenix, there'll be a little bit left for your share. How's that sound?
Ooh.
And you can feel free to talk it over with your mime friends up there. I didn't think we were gonna run into a traveling bunch of circus performers, boys.
Oh, Rudolph, I hate it when it has to come to this.
Rudolph is lying inert on the ground behind you.
Oh, he's still talking to me.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Just letting you know.
so we should probably head back over there. I mean, our horses are still over there, so.
Here's a piece of cursed Spanish gold for the table from Cal Stonehoof.
Oh,
Thank you, Calstona.
Thanks very much. Rose, I don't know what we can do forward here. If we can't get this thing off,
There's a
then-
much louder and much closer peal of thunder, and a slight drizzle begins to fall.
Well, I suppose we should deal with these people behind us first. Doesn't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon.
All right. Start marching over.
All right, so as you guys march over, all of the men over by Percy kind of put their hands on their hips,
Whoa.
just down by their irons. They say, pretty direct looking walk you got there.
Well, I mean,
I hope no one aims to get any kind of trouble started.
Oh, no,
'cause
we did.
by my count, you and your napping friend there are outnumbered.
We didn't mean anything by it at all. We just wanted to come and see who all of you fine folks were.
Now, little guy, you didn't mention that you had a classy lady traveling with your group. Now, what do you? Do you train poodles to stand up on their hind legs and jump around for the kids?
No, darling, I'm a high-class escort.
A bunch of the men in the back just go, like they just kind of stop, and the guy in the front just puts a hand back. Is that so?
I'm slowly cranking my backpack.
All right, make a stealth roll.
All right. I don't have.
You don't have stealth, so you're gonna make it as an untrained skill. So
That'll
this
be a
is
D4?
D4 minus 2,
Okay.
Plus your wild
You're
die.
wild.
and your wild die also at a minus 2.
Oh, you aced it!
I aced the 6.
All right.
Nice. Nice.
7.
7. Okay. Let's see.
Oof.
Waste it.
8.
Ah.
So yeah, you can kind of hear.
Makes noises.
I got
Hold
the
on.
parts out of
Hold on.
Jack in the Box.
Hold on. What is that? What is that? What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, stop with the music making. I don't want to see no monkeys come out of that thing and start dancing around.
We're a circus performance. We're just getting the monkeys ready.
He pulls his gun out and trains it on you, and he says, "I said quit."
Oh, there's
Whoa.
no need for that.
Oh, no, I think we're done with pleasantries here. Now, here's the way this is going to work out. You all are going to very slowly and very politely lower all of your valuables to the ground. Then you're going to step back to the side here. My compatriots are going to come up here. They're going to collect everything, and then we're going to ride off.
How far back are they, the rest of them?
Behind him? They're like right up behind him.
Yeah, I don't, I'm just gonna go, well, that's quite unfortunate, and I want to cast 54 card pick.
Holy crap. All right. So we are in combat, and
Great.
Imagine now there is dramatic drum beats playing as because we're in combat. I'm gonna let you.
Why'd you go straight to Star Trek?
Because it always, this thing is very Star Trek-y.
I'm gonna let you try and make this move before they notice.
Okay.
So it's gonna be an opposed agility. I'm gonna give them a -2. You no penalty.
Okay,
Just
except
to
for
see
mine.
if they can spot what's happening.
Okay.
That's 2 2s.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
You want to re-roll that with a piece of cursed Spanish gold?
Yeah.
2 2s is not going to do it. There's
I
a 7 and an
aced
ace.
it!
7 and a 7.
That would be a 6.
A 6, okay. They got a 4 -2, which is a 2, so they do not see it coming.
Okay, good.
So you are going to go, and then I will deal cards.
Okay.
So you can hit, there are about 8 of them. From the distance you're at, you can hit the guy in front and probably 2 people behind him.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. Are you activating?
Yeah.
Table cursed
yeah.
Spanish gold? You have one? Okay, well, there's a table one.
It's a
All right,
table.
we'll go ahead and
Use
spend
all
that.
of them.
There, I aced
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
And a 1 on your spellcasting die, though.
I was having a bad day. Oh, 1.
Okay, well, I activated
7
it.
-1
It's a 6.
is a 6. Okay, and they get opposed agility, right?
I believe it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rose needs new dice.
They rolled a 3. So you step in front, and as they are outlining their plan for what's going to happen, you suddenly drop the Nysack and drop your fan, and you just bring your hands up, and your deck of cards jumps between them and starts to swirl, and then bursts outward in a torrent, a very terrifying torrent of slicing death, and roll damage.
Okay.
Wow, that
or
is
5.
upsetting.
5.
Hold on, it's 5. Man,
It's not plus anything.
I thought it was. I thought I had a plus. Okay, then
Nope.
just 5.
5. All right, so your cards go slicing out. As that happens, their horses rear up. It totally spooks them. They can just feel the arcane energy building up, and it throws those 3 off of their horses, and they are shaken. However, as you do that, you feel this excess overflow of energy just arc back through your body and jazz your nerves up, and you feel your
Makes
muscles spasm and lock as you are now shaken as well.
Makes sense.
Whoa.
James Bogue. 6 of clubs?
No.
that's too great for James Bogue. How about a Joker?
Yeah!
Everybody gets a fate chip.
Yeah!
Joker's wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
Draw it up. White.
White.
Hal?
White. Let's get a good one.
Blue. Rosaline. White.
Another
Percy.
White.
White. All right. They're still in there. Hal Melton. 5 of spades.
All right.
Rosaline. Jack of spades.
Okay.
Percy. You have a 5 of clubs.
Okay.
This is your initiative draw.
All right.
And then these outlaws have an 8 of spades.
Okay.
So first up is Rosaline Byrne.
I'm 54 card pick up them again.
Again. Okay, are you gonna move closer so you can try and catch more of them in the blast? Okay, so I'll say moving closer now that the horses are kind of like scattering and they're on the ground trying to pick themselves up and the other guys are trying to figure out what the hell happened. You can move up and probably catch 5 of them in this blast, including the 3 that are already shaken.
Okay. All right. I will do this thing. 5.
Okay, and you're spending your points, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to keep that 5?
What?
I'm just asking.
Keep the 5, you goof.
Well, but it's opposed.
Oh.
So if it's not very high.
Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do.
I'll re-roll.
With a white feature.
Do it.
All right. Oh,
Nope. I'll go with what I had.
yes. Good point. You are shaken.
Right.
You need to unshake
gotta-
first.
Shake it off.
Well, I upped my vigor. I rolled. Yeah.
Spirit to unshake. Spirit to unshake.
Oh, spirit. Damn it. Damn it. I had unshaken with. Okay. God damn it.
Oh
No,
no,
that's
that
not
fatigue's
enough.
catching up to you.
That's not enough. You're gonna
I'm
re-roll it
using
with
so
your
many
Spanish gold.
resources. I aced it
On
twice.
both of them. Okay.
Thank God.
All right. You unshake, and then you cast it with a 5.
Yeah.
Do you want to re-roll it again, or do you want to keep that?
There's a lot of re-rolling
Take it.
from you.
Okay.
I know this has been happening a lot lately.
They got a 5. So that means nothing happens. So as your cards again start to swirl in your hand, they go, look at whatever it is, she's doing it again, and they all hit the deck as your maelstrom of cards just bursts over their head, and the horses scatter. They just start freaking out. So now these guys are all unhorsed, but they've jumped off. Many of them are at the ready. Only 3 of them are shaken, and they are regarding you warily, but they're ready for you now.
This makes sense.
All right, hand in your card.
is happening.
Next up is
Me.
you want to go now?
Yeah.
Okay. With your Joker, you can go at any point.
Great.
+2 to traits, +2 to damage. Nice.
Sweet.
You guys picked me on a bad day, and I'm going to fan the hammer.
Oh no. Okay. You can probably get a good shot at half of them.
Okay.
The others are kind of like back where the horses are milling around, and they're kind of trying to take the cover where they can get it. But 4 of them you have a clear shot at.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right, so I will give you no penalties to these shots, and because you took improved hip shooting, you have no penalties to fanning the hammer. So that is 6 shots at no penalty from James Boat. High noon.
+2.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Ace.
Did you ace it?
Yes.
So that's a 10.
A 10. Okay. 10 is a hit with a raise on the first one of them. Here, I will just put 8 of these guys up, and we'll just count them like bowling pins.
Okay.
What's your damage now?
It's
Again, you feel the constant offer from your gun to allow your life energy to flow into it. It is always there. It always asks.
Life drinker and chill?
yeah.
Oh my.
Yes, I will take Life Drinker up on its offer.
Okay. The first shot. So as you start to fan the hammer, you all can see, anyone who's watching, you guys are all distracted by what's going on. You feel some of your vitality fade out of yourself, and you feel it transfer into the gun. And as that happens, the red tracework starts to light up on Life Drinker, just very lightly. Mm-hmm. And you pull the hammer back and release it, and a glowing, very softly glowing red bullet just traces out of it, leaving an after image in the air as it fires off at this gentleman. Roll damage. So that's 3d6. Wow. That's a good damage roll.
I mean, he dead.
Oh, another ace!
No,
No?
that's
That's 4.
Oh, it's a 4. Oh, man.
So
Still.
10, 20.
That guy,
20.
That guy dead.
Plus
Oh,
2.
and it was a hit with a raise, so an extra d6. But you don't have to roll, because he's super dead.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You just shoot him right through the mouth. His like he just goes flying back. You don't see what happens to his mouth because his head snaps back so rapidly and his body goes ragdolling out. Then you feel the fatigue set in to your body.
Okay.
Life drinker, they drink the bullet. I get it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're putting it together. Okay, that was one shot.
One shot. All right.
Oh wow.
Aced it again.
Ace on the next shot.
The apocalypse is happening.
What is that sound?
That was a
Sounded like an air raid siren
Yeah, it
outside.
That was howling wolves, I thought.
that.
I'm sure it's fine. Stop rolling off the table.
Over here.
Aced it again.
Okay, you hit them with a raise.
Yes.
Add an extra d6 to your damage.
Aced 2 of them.
Holy crap.
This is a
So let's see,
bloodbath.
that's 12, 17, 22.
Okay,
Plus two,
and
I
as
think.
that one goes, his head goes snapping back, his friend next to him goes, no! And as that happens, you just blow his throat open, and he just kind of conniptions forward onto the ground, also dead.
I said you found me on a bad day.
Next shot!
So does he have to activate Life Drinker on each one, or is it when he activates it, it's for all shots?
No, he has to activate Life Drinker on each,
Yeah, so
on
it's
each
just-
shot.
okay.
It was just that first
one.
shot.
Gotcha.
You can always activate it again.
Aced it
Ace.
again.
Holy crap!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
It's 10.
10? Okay, that'll hit with a raise. Roll 3d6.
Ace, baby. Oh, yeah, double
He
ace!
aced on two of them again.
Oh my God.
Machine!
Oh my god!
It's 12, 15, 20.
Okay, so the spray of of blood from that one man's throat just arcs right into the person next to his face, and you see him go for his eyes to clear the blood spray away. And as that happens, your bullet just goes through his heart, and he just kind of takes a deep breath in as
my
he
God.
pitches forward onto the ground.
Oh my
Also dead. Last person you get a clear shot at,
It's a 7.
and a 1 on your shooting die.
1 on my shooting die.
But you hit, so it's not going to hit anyone else.
Cool.
You got lucky. Roll just 2d6 damage.
That's an ace.
And you aced on both of them. What is happening? Nice.
He dead.
Holy crap. Okay,
that's
he's
Super
dead,
dead.
and I'm gonna give you a fate chip for that.
Woo!
Yeah, I feel like you earned it. I don't typically hand these out because of how free resources are at the table, but goddamn, those were some good shooting rolls. So here you go.
Oh my
Amazing.
god!
White fate chip.
So that's 4 shots.
Yes, so they are dead, and there's not another clear person that you can get a shot at, so I will allow you to keep those other 2 shots in the chamber.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that then.
Okay, and now there is just mass panic and chaos from these guys. They have severely underestimated who they are dealing with here. All right, hand in your card, James. All right, it is their turn now. And they are going, whoa, okay, hold on, it's all right, we can take them down. Pull your guns out. And they are, they draw on all of you guys.
Okay.
And each one of them's gonna fire a shot at one of you guys. So let's do, we'll do James first. That is a 4. So that is going to hit. So that's an ace on the damage. 9 damage. What's your toughness?
Toughness is 5.
Okay, so that's a hit with a raise, so you'll be shaken and wounded, unless you want to soak.
I do want to soak.
Okay, so spend a fate chip. Make a vigor roll.
4.
4 is enough to soak it.
Oh, no, wait. Fatigue.
Oh, yeah?
3.
Oh, yeah.
Her Spanish roll to reroll.
You can't take you can't
Another
take a
4.
shot after that cool moment.
I know.
All right, another piece of her Spanish
I
gold.
don't know about all this gold you're getting. Use some of your fate chips.
5. Okay.
There we go,
Okay.
that's enough.
cool.
All right, so you soak the wound. So he fires a shot at you, but you just kind of whip off to the side. You are in the zone right now, and the bullet just whizzes right past your face. Next shot goes at Howl. A 4, that will hit.
Wrong, dodge.
Ah, that's right. You are harder to hit at range. So as he
Yeah.
fires off, you just kind of duck down beneath it. These guys are spooked and they are just firing for your torso. So that's an easy enough thing to predict. Rosaline. 2 is
Dodge.
gonna miss.
I also have dodge.
All right, and then Percy. A shot comes at you. You don't know why you're getting shot at all of a sudden.
Oh,
you were
dear.
just trying to fix your hybrid.
Oh.
That's an ace on that. That's a 9. So that's a
Okay.
hit with a raise. So that's gonna be 3d6 damage.
Oh no.
So that's 9 damage. So your toughness is not great.
My toughness is 4.
4. So that's a hit with a raise.
Yes.
So you would be shaken and wounded unless you want to try and soak this.
Now, what would happen if I was shaken and wounded?
All right, so shaken is just kind of a status effect that keeps you from being effective in combat until you shake it off.
Right.
If you're wounded, you're gonna have a -1 to your pace and all rolls that you make, basically, until you are healed, which no one has the capacity to really do except maybe Howl.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to
Soak it?
soak it.
Okay, so spend a white fate chip, because that's your lowest tier one, and you're gonna make a vigor roll.
Oh dear, my vigor is crap.
But all you need is 1 success in order to do it.
Good 4. That's all you need. You need a 4.
I got 2 3s.
2 threes. Would you like to re-roll that with cursed Menace Gold? You can! Thank you, mysterious strangers in chat.
Yes, thank you.
Keeping him alive.
You aced it. You aced it though.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you can actually
Good.
heal. You can actually heal if you.
You can heal.
I got a 6.
A 6. All right. So you just panicked. You hold up your gun. It just kind of flail it in front of your face, and because it is itself infused with ghost steel,
Yes.
which is very hard, you hear a ting as the bullet just ricochets off of your gun and embeds itself in the hillside.
You dented my gun!
And then they just kind of look at each other, and they hold up their guns, and they say, like their leader is dead. They say, we give up. We give up. We give up.
Then leave.
Can we give up?
Get on your horses and go. And I point towards where the Blackwood Society people are.
Yeah, we just gotta grab our horses, but we ain't gonna shoot nothing. Look, we'll drop our guns, and they just throw them on
Yes,
the
leave
ground.
the bodies. Go, go, go.
Yes, there are 4 bodies there. All right, we just gotta grab our horses. Okay, we're just go. So they turn and they start. Their horses are kind of just like milling around. They're not spooked and bolting, but they are skittish. So it takes them a little bit to do that. Are you guys keeping an eye on them as they do that? Is anyone looking at the Blackwood Society people?
I mean, I probably would, especially after he told me.
I'm cranking my backpack. I'm not paying attention to these guys.
Okay, so you look back at the Blackwood Society people. He's still standing there, and he's just looking at you still. He looks like he's taking it all in, and then he kind of focuses in on you. And again, this guy is way younger than you, and he seems just so uppity about everything. He's got this smug look on his face, and he just kind of, you can't hear it, but you can see him just clapping his hands in contempt at the show that you just put on for him. And then he says, and you hear one of the men back there start to kind of panic, and you hear him say, "What? No, what is this? What is this?"
I look over.
And you guys, you look over. You guys have your eyes on him. The man who is furthest out there is suddenly being lifted up off of the ground, and the other men near him are saying, "Well, no, we gave up. You don't have to do this. We gave up. We said we would go." And he's going, "No, I don't like this." And then all of a sudden, he is being just whooshed out from the pathway beneath the hill, and
Oh, dear.
up. You hear him screaming as he just fades away into the distance. You can't see where he went. He just kind of vanishes around the other side of the fort from your point of view. You didn't have to do that. We gave up.
We didn't.
surrendered!
So that's what happened to my hybrid.
Bring it back. Bring it back. We're going anywhere. We're sorry.
that ain't us. We can't do
We
that. I don't
aren't
know what
doing that.
Well, get your friend over there to stop it.
Not our friend. Neither are you. Go away.
That's not. Yeah, we don't know who that is either. So sorry. You should.
I
probably-
suggest running very fast.
Yeah, you should leave.
They get on their horses and they just head off back the direction that they were coming from.
Damn it.
They try to. And as they go bolting for Emperor Riptide, thank you very much for the reso. As they go bolting at a full gallop back the way they came, suddenly their horses just smash into what appears to be an invisible barricade, and there is
dear.
just a cracking of bone and a really intensely piercing whinny as the lead horse just breaks its neck on this wall, and they all go collapsing and flying into it. These men are battered and bruised, and the lead horse has snapped its neck running into this barrier.
Now, can you work on horses? That's a question I have to ask myself now.
So I see all that, right?
Yeah, you all see that.
I want to turn around and go back to where the guy is on the horse.
The guy on the horse.
Or what, is he just standing?
He's just
I
standing
assume
there.
He's on a horse. Yeah, I just want to go up to him and just stand there. And just say, what do you want?
And as you do that, there is another loud peal of thunder, and rain starts to fall very heavily. Imagine you can hear that, and it sounds really nice, but kind of lonely and distant as well. Emperor Riptide would like to give a piece of cursed Spanish gold to whoever has
What's
the
happening?
least right now.
I have 0.
I have 1.
3.
She has 0.
To Rosaline Byrne,
She spends all
who
of it.
needs them desperately tonight. So thank you, Emperor Riptide.
Yeah.
There is a bright flash of lightning and a loud peal of thunder. The storm seems to have snuck in over you guys, and now the rain is starting to come down. You feel the wind picking up as well. And the man standing on the other side of the wall just looks at you and then just turns and walks back up the road.
I'm gonna yell after him.
He does not
What?
respond.
She's still
You
yelling.
yell and scream and curse at him, and the
No.
thunder starts to drown out your cries, but he doesn't even make any sort of motion like he hears you.
Can
Is the wall still there?
Yeah,
I holster my gun?
you can.
I don't like this. And he holsters it.
It very, very easily, you slide it into your holster and remove your hand from it.
Is his hand real gross now?
No,
From like holding a gun
probably
for
super
like 3
cramped.
days? Yeah.
no, his hand is fine.
Ew.
Smell it?
No.
Ew.
So
Smells like
rain is
blood.
pouring down, thunder is crashing, and those men are struggling up. They said, what is happening? What is going, there's some sort of wall here? We just want to go. You don't have to toy with us like this.
There's a
I believe
wall-
we're trapped. That's my
There's a
theory.
wall in front of us too. And shut up. And then I turn to you. And I turn to you and I go, how close are you to finishing whatever you need to finish on that thing?
You're almost done.
Oh, I'm almost done. Just one more. Pop goes the weasel.
Make a repair roll for me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, even if he does fix it, what makes you think we can still get through that?
Oh, trust me, I can get through.
Oh.
I have no idea if he can or not.
That
But
is a 5.
A 5. Okay, so you finish tightening something and you feel it click into place just as you were hoping it would. And all of a
Fantastic.
sudden, the mechanism inside just rights itself slightly, and you hear just a slight whirring noise, which means you did it.
Fantastic.
While they're doing all of that, I imagine as he walks away, I'm just like trying to hit it, trying to get it to. I mean, if I saw what happened there, it means we're essentially trapped, right? There's no way out of this location that we're currently in.
Not at least either direction on the trail.
Yeah.
can we go up?
You haven't tried.
Real quick.
Yes.
Once I'm done repairing that, I would like to spend some energy to use my electrical life simulacra.
Okay. How many power points would you like to
How
spend
many
with
did
it?
you kill?
4. He killed 4.
Yeah, I'll spend. It's 3 per, so 12.
12. Okay. So spend your points and make a weird science roll for me, please, Percy.
Okay, thank you very much.
So those are points from just the electrical simulac creator.
Thank you, Emperor
Emperor
Riptide.
Riptide, thank you for the tip.
I'm gonna take a blanket out of my bag and go wrap Rose and be like, we
A
gotta
5.
go. Yep.
Okay. So you activate it. Now, you do get them for longer if you roll it with a raise. That worked. Do you want to keep it like that? Or do you want to try for higher?
I like to try for higher.
Okay. You can spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold if you like. Whose cursed Spanish gold is this?
Mine.
That's yours. Okay.
Roses.
All right. Reroll.
5.
Okay. All right. So it's a 5.
Fair enough.
And you point
hold it up.
the wand part of it kind of out, and you press the mechanism, and electricity just arcs from this little device he has out into each one of the dead men on the ground, and you see their bodies start to flop and twist, especially made worse by the water just kind of pouring down around everyone. They sizzle and pop in the rain, and then all of a sudden they just kind of jerk up into sitting positions, and they just freeze there. And then they kind of stumble up to their feet, and they pick up their guns, and they just put them in their holsters, and they turn and look at Percy. Percy, you now have, for the next hour, 4 minions.
Hello, Rudolph. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes.
While all that is happening and his howl is coming over, all these
What?
things happening, I want to cast 54 card pickup at this wall.
While all of that is happening,
Well,
will you guys make a guts roll for me, please?
I didn't see that happen. I went to go
Yeah.
up the road.
You didn't see? All right, well
I
then
don't
just
think-
James, a
I
guts
just
roll
killed these guys.
at an additional -2
Yeah.
because of the
Because
husband.
of the
Three
husband.
box card. So that's at a
Aced it.
-5 altogether.
I saw that. You didn't ace it.
Oh boy. Plus 4.
Minus
though.
5 altogether.
Yes,
So-
-4 altogether.
Minus 4 altogether. So let's see. That's 5 plus 5. That's 10 minus 4.
6.
6.
Success. Okay. It is upsetting and definitely unsettling.
Especially the one whose like face I shot out.
Is caved
basically.
in from a bullet, and the one whose throat is still leaking blood. But you've seen The Walking Dead before.
Oh, I was like,
So-
the show?
No, not the show. That
Great
hasn't
show,
been
kinda
invented
peaked.
yet.
Folks seen it.
And probably never will be in the Deadlands universe. But you are able to keep it together. Although you do have some questions, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. Everyone raise a glass. Emperor Riptide would like us to toast two special guests. Welcome to the fun, Stephen. Wink. To special guests. Welcome to the fun, Stephen. Wink. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, Emperor Riptide. Rose, you're casting 54 card pickup at the wall.
Yeah.
Spend your points and make your roll.
Was this after I gave you the blanket?
I mean,
So you come over, I'm gonna say you come over to give her the blanket as she's just kind of railing on the wall.
that's kind of how, yeah.
And then as you're about to put it on her shoulders, she steps back and you see the cards just swirl into her hands.
All right, well,
I'm still screaming
I
at
guess I'll
this
wait
guy.
till this is.
Uh-oh.
What
Is that a
So you
trick?
succeeded in activating it, but
I
you
did.
rolled a 1 on your
It
spellcasting
makes
die.
sense, so I'll just leave it.
Okay, roll damage.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know where my.
She casts fireball.
Your blanket's gone.
Yeah. I don't want that.
8 damage. So your cards go flying out of your hand and they just kind of just splat against this wall and shoot out in all directions. Almost like a liquid hitting a completely solid surface. And as that happens, there is another burst of feathers, and suddenly that young man is right back at the wall, and he's looking up at everything that's happening until you're done. And again, you feel that energy just kind of arc back through your body and lock up your muscles as you sink to your knees, unable to move and just shaking. And he just gets down and looks at you, and just goes,
What a turd.
and then pops into another burst of feathers and is back up the
She's
road.
just hysterical.
Rose, are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. I don't understand what we're supposed to do here. I can't get through this, and they're just taunting us. And what do they want? If they say Phoenix, then they won't let us through.
The rain is now coming down almost torrentially, and the wind is really starting to pick up. And you see a crack of lightning hit the earth, not too far from where you guys are, just out on the plains.
Listen, this storm's getting bad. We gotta get inside somewhere.
What is happening?
You are not our concern.
Why are our friends standing back up? What is going on
Who,
here?
Rudolph?
That ain't Rudolph.
Yes, it is.
That's Ross.
No, that's Rudolph.
What?
I will. Does it look? The hill. Does it look like I could get on Dot and go up the hill, or? Is
Yeah,
it-
you could
okay.
ride up the side of the hill to get to. Oh yeah, everyone turn in your cards if you still have your initiative card.
There's one here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to. Okay, there's.
I'm having a
Was that
weird
sound
night at the
effect?
studio.
Was that a howling wolf from my?
That's a really kind of freaky sound.
There's
No,
some.
no, that's.
You guys can't hear any sound effects tonight. Only we can,
Yeah.
and they're unsettling in a different kind of
I
way.
feel like the apocalypse happened outside, and we don't know it
It's
yet.
fine. Hey, Emperor Riptide just tipped, so at least wherever Emperor
Oh,
Riptide is
thank
in
you.
the world,
Emperor Riptide.
the apocalypse has not
Okay,
happened.
good. That's telling you.
So thanks for letting us know that the world still exists out there, guys.
Yes.
Starting to feel a little bit unsure about that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
what
not
are you
having
trying to
anxiety.
I'm gonna ride Dot up the side, but gently. Like I'm not gonna go peeling it up there to
Trotting.
you know,
You're gonna
yes,
trot up the side.
Yeah.
You were able to trot up the side of the hill at a gentle slope until you reach the fort.
Is there like an opening or something like that?
Not where you are, but you can see that there appears to be one just kind of off to the side, like further down the hill, back towards the direction you guys came from.
Okay. I'll ride back over to you guys, and I'll be like, come up here. I think we can get into the fort this way.
Okay,
That's
all
a good
right.
idea.
Oh, we're coming with you.
What? Do whatever the hell you want. Just stay out of our way.
We just want to be somewhere out of the rain, and then we'll just go as soon as you guys just let us
I
go.
drive by them in the hybrid. I'm going up.
So here's fun fact about the hybrid. The hybrid does not actually move much faster than a horse. It just goes for longer and can ride without getting tired. So he may have been slightly exaggerating when he said he could be in Phoenix by nightfall, but he will be in Phoenix before you guys because his hybrid does not need to sleep or rest. And you can hear what sounds like squeaky wheels just turning in it. If you were to look inside, you would see an electrical charge arcing into the spinal column nubs of each of these dismembered legs as they just pedal wheels, which power a generator that makes the device go.
I am tempted to double
magic.
the power, though. I do have more bodies.
It's just magic. It's just magic.
No, okay. There's a door over this way.
All right, yeah.
Oh.
Let's get. I'll take the horses.
And is Rudolph following you?
Of course.
Okay.
All of them are.
They just kind of trudge up the hill
Wait, what?
behind you.
Oh, okay. Well, do I make a guts roll now? Seeing that, seeing them up again.
No.
Okay, cool.
I just have a zombie horde following me in my car, you know?
They're gonna wait outside, right?
Well, if you want to be rude. Yeah, they'll wait outside.
All right.
All right, so you guys are heading into the fort?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of walk through the door that is just barely hanging on its hinges anymore, and the fort is open in this area. There's like a large room, and you see what look like several other partitions for other rooms over here, and at the far side, what looks like a double set of stairs heading up to a next level above you. There are windows that are around, and they're just kind of, they've all been shattered in, and there's bits of broken glass just on the ground in different places. There's broken bits of wood that look like they might have once been supply crates or barrels that have all been burst open and looted. This place has been picked over, and there has not, is there more sound happening from out?
Yes.
Cool. And there has not been anyone here in quite some time. Walking across the floor, you feel it give uncomfortably in certain places, and there's just this kind of creaking sway to the building as each large gust of wind just kind of hits it. It feels solid enough, but it still kind of unsettles you to feel that below you is just an empty drop down into the path that used to be hill. Oh, this place is right, homie.
What time of day is it at this point? Can we
It's noon-ish, but it might as well be the middle of the night for as dark as it is outside. And as you step inside, it seems to get even darker. And it starts to feel a little bit cold in here
Are
as
there
well.
any other doors that look like they lead out, like from the opposite direction that we came in?
There don't appear to be, but there are several windows around, and there are doorways into other rooms that might have doors.
Checking the windows. Basically, what I want to try to figure out is if we were to. I'm just trying to see this in my mind's eye. If I were to like put a hand out a window, the same direction that we were trying to go, am I gonna hit that wall?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But are we up? Like,
You guys are up, so the hill kind of slopes up, so you're further away from the wall.
so we could climb out a window and there'd be ground
Yes.
down there. Okay.
On this level. If you were to go up to the next level,
And then would we be able to? Would it look like we could bypass the area we were trying to walk through, essentially?
No, that would be very far away from where you are now. You've gone up and away from it. So if you were to go up there, you're talking about like jumping over the wall.
Well, so I'm imagining that we've got two like hills here, and we were walking through here, and we climbed up one. So I'm imagining we could walk down this way and get around it. Does that make sense?
Oh, you mean like just try and walk another way?
Yeah.
Like through? Yeah, I mean you could do that.
Okay.
So looking through the window on the other side, you look out and you can see what looks like a small cemetery plot with just a couple of like decrepit, just wooden crosses that have just been nailed in place and are just barely hanging on. And then past that, just the hill continues down to the other side.
It looks like we might be able to continue on from here. If we go through the windows,
Rose, we can't go anywhere in the storm. We gotta wait it out.
but we don't know how long the storm is going to last. And we don't know what they're doing, what the...
Is this storm something they can do?
I don't know.
Wait, are you saying this is magic?
I don't know. I don't know that the people that we're dealing with seem to be able to do magic, and they're very powerful, and I don't know what their capabilities are.
Not a fan of that word. Not a fan of it. And I'm going to use my weird science super ability.
Okay, on the graves outside the window?
No, I'm not going to make more zombies. I have plenty of zombies.
Oh.
We are swimming in zombies at this point.
Wait, which one are you trying to... Oh, you're trying to make a device.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna use your Gadgeteer Edge to create a device. What would you like to
Bingo.
create?
I'm going to try to make a weather control device.
A weather control device is not something that is
No.
within your
Okay.
purview. However, you want to try and make this... You can probably create something that can make wind.
Very useful.
Yeah.
I can also do that.
like a windstorm. You could
That's what we call howl after a
create.
bean night.
You could also kind of
Wait,
whip together
what?
something that might be able to shield you and
you all
maybe
liked
some
being
other
nice.
people from the worst effects
We
of
just
being
gotta
out
sneak
in the rain.
away from you.
But nothing comes to mind. No schematic or combination of gears or who's-its and what's-its that you have on your person that would allow you to control the weather.
We'll take a leak. Y'all start a fire or something.
Well, sadly, looking at what we have here, I cannot make a weather control device yet. While I was back in Boston.
BSB care!
Thank you.
So as you guys are saying all of this, the four remaining outlaws are just standing at the doorway, looking at their dead friends who are just standing there out in the rain, getting wet. Enoch, go on. Thank you for the tip.
Thank you.
And just watching the rain just kind of meld with the fresh blood that's just washing down their friends' bodies.
It's rude to stare.
Is anyone gonna let us know what's happening? What's happening? Hey, what? Because we're gotta be dreaming, right? We gotta be, fellas, we gotta be dreaming.
You're not
I think we're
dreaming.
I think we're dreaming.
Now, I can't control the weather, but I could make something that could possibly shield you if it's that much of a concern of getting out
Yes,
of
if
here.
there's something you can do that can keep us moving, that would be helpful.
What was that? What was that?
What was what?
Everyone make a notice roll.
Any negatives?
Nope.
I got a 4.
A 4?
I got a 5.
A 5?
5.
Do you want to roll for Howl?
Sure.
No, he's not paying attention. All right, so
He's
you get a
taking a
4,
leak in the
a 5,
corner.
and a 5?
Yeah.
You guys hear just a very soft flapping, fluttering sound. What was that? What is that?
Quiet.
Oh dear.
Do you know what it is?
Judging by,
Bird in here?
remember the bat wing we found? Well, you found, that I hit.
Well, if
Yeah.
it's just bats.
No. Big bats, madame. Big bats.
All right. Well, we can't stay here. We gotta keep moving, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
to
mystery
interrupt.
box!
Oh no.
There's a box.
But we've unlocked a pull from the mystery box.
Uh-oh.
So hold on just a moment as I pull this out. All right. This will activate when it activates.
That's all
Hey, thank you very much, mysterious strangers in chat.
Thank you, guys.
And
guys.
let's raise a glass real quick.
Oh.
BSB Care would like us to toast to Stephen, who blinded us with science. to Stephen, who blinded us with science. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, BSB
What did I
Care.
miss?
There was you. You were looking around at the thunder. I don't know what you're doing, but there
I
was
went to the bathroom.
something flapping around.
What?
Possibly giant bat.
Now, why would you have to say giant? I don't see no giant
Didn't we tell you to
bats.
shut up? Just shut up.
You're not plot relevant.
Shut up.
Well, what difference does it make? They're just bats. We can deal with
Large
bats.
bats.
We can deal with large bats. We've dealt with weirder. Or we could just go. We can go because
I'm
that's what
working
we
on
need.
that.
Let's keep moving forward if we can. If we can make it over this hill, over the crest of this hill, we can get past this barrier or whatever, maybe circle back against those blackwood Fuckers.
You going back out there in the
pissed.
storm?
Yes, we
As
are.
soon as I'm done, yes.
Whoa,
As soon as you're done, what are you doing? What's happening? We'll just stay here. We'll stay here.
what was your name, Ross? Joey?
No,
Chandler?
That's Ross just kind of standing there staring in from the rain.
No. Rudolph.
Do you name them all Rudolph?
What are you talking about? There's only one Rudolph.
That's unsettling. He has a name.
Yes, Rudolph.
Okay, we're gonna have to have a talk later, but for now,
We're busy.
No, I'm Derek.
All right, well, just calm down. All right, you can stay here as long as you want. We're figuring out what we're doing.
All right, we'll stay here. If you want to go out in the
Great.
storm, it's your funeral.
There's plenty of rooms in here. Just go find one.
We
and
will. We're just gonna sit right here, keep an eye on everything, and just.
Great.
So, are they gonna stay there? Can they go with you?
What? They're going with him. They're not
Good,
going with
good,
us. They're not
good.
going
Well,
with
I'm going with you.
What?
He said he's going with you, so they're going with all of you. Good.
Yes,
I said I'd help you.
he's faster than we are.
We can't go anywhere in the storm.
He can.
That's what I'm working on. Okay, so I'm going to use the Gadgeteer Edge.
Okay.
Should I roll Weird Science first, or?
No, you don't have to roll weird science to create it right now. What are you wanting to create?
I'm basically going to make a bubble to
Okay.
keep the elements out.
That I think I can help you with. So let's see. That would be the protection from elements.
It's an umbrella.
you have invented the umbrella.
I'm basically making a very nice
Those
umbrella.
clear ones.
Yeah. Ooh, but it's
hold on,
shaped
wrong
like
book.
the dome-like one.
Okay, so you are going to create that. So I need you to roll a d20 for me if you have access to one over there.
14.
14. So that's how many minutes it's going to take you to create this thing.
It'd go faster, but someone's not helping, Rudolph.
Can they help? I feel like
Environmental
they're
protection.
standing
Here we go.
around.
Okay, so you're gonna affix this to your hybrid?
Yeah.
Okay. So you pull out one of the various odds and ends in your satchel at your side.
Yes.
You have a bunch of different little electrical components that you just pick up and scavenge from other devices.
Yeah,
that
some
you've
weird
used.
polymer that I probably stole.
Yes. And you're able to put together a device that looks like just a little blinking lamp attached to just a metal square box that's kind of different piecemeal pieces of metal with wire sticking out of it. And you kind of affix that onto the hybrid, which is outside, right? It's not driven
Yes,
inside.
I didn't break through the door.
Right, and as you do that, so this is going to have 13 power points.
Okay.
As you do that, you are aware that if you were to flip it on, what would happen is a little bubble would develop around the hybrid that would keep the rain and wind off of it. You would be able to travel as though you were traveling through just clear weather.
Okay. I call it the bubbler.
It will last for up to 13 hours, basically 1 hour per PowerPoint.
Okay.
Well, then let's try it. Let's go. If we can go and get past this wall, then let's go.
Yes. Now, which way should we go? Because apparently the walls.
Actually, you do need to make a weird science roll
Oh.
to make sure that
Okay.
works.
Okay, weird science is D10. Roll my D6 with that.
You aced it.
I aced. 10.
10. Okay, that's a success with the raise, so I will say it will even allow you to travel over the wet, sodden terrain without getting sunk down in it as well.
Fantastic.
We should, if we can somehow go through here, maybe we can bypass the wall.
Hold on. Bo, shoot your gun at that location we're about to go to.
On the hill?
I mean, if there's a wall, it'll bounce off, right?
Would imagine, yeah.
So we can see that from, or hear that from here, right?
With the
Bo,
storm?
Draw your gun.
Well,
I draw the other gun.
Oh, okay.
why using that one?
Why does he have two guns?
Don't ask questions.
One of
a
them's sticky.
Gunslinger. It's just what he does.
A lot of folks have two guns.
You stop talking!
Oh, what? We can't listen? It's one big room.
Listen, Derek, look, it's been a rough day, all right?
You're not invited to the
Interrupting
plot!
For you.
Well, you started
My
that.
dead friends are standing outside.
You started that.
I ain't saying we didn't start it, but you didn't have to end it this
Can we
way.
stop arguing and just figure this out, please?
And
Yeah,
the
shoot your
shot
gun
rings
out in the storm.
Shot rings out.
Okay. Shot rings out. I don't remember the next lyric in that U2 song. I'm gonna need everyone to make a notice roll at a -2 who is observing this, because it is hard to tell what happens in the storm.
I got a 0.
A 0.
I got a 1.
A 1.
I got a 0.
A 0.
5.
A 5. Okay, so you,
I'm too busy trying to explain to Derek that no, you're not part of the plot.
and yeah, you guys are all exasperatedly looking at Derek, and as that happens, you hear the shot behind you, and you all whip your heads around. Only James Bogue watches the path of the bullet and can see where it goes through the storm, or at least you know where you sent it. And you see what looks like a bright spark as your bullet hits something off in the air, just past the edge of the hill.
So basically the wall goes up onto the hill. So if
Well, you weren't shooting at the sky, right?
Right.
But you were shooting off in that
shooting
direction.
basically where we were going to try and
Right.
There appears to be wall over there.
So this isn't where we were before. This is where we were hoping to go.
Yes.
yeah.
Well,
Where are your horses?
Dots with I rode Dot up.
I brought my horse.
Yeah, I figured we
But they're outside in the storm?
I mean, was there room to
If
bring
the
them
fort
outside?
doors are big enough, I'll bring my horse.
Yeah, you can bring them inside.
No, no, inside,
you
definitely.
I imagine Rudolph is starting to eye the horses a little bit.
You stop that.
So you bring the horses inside?
Yes.
They stamp and whinny uncomfortably being tried to pull through the door, but they will come begrudgingly into this fort.
I'm gonna try to keep them calm, because they're gonna be up in arms about this storm.
At
Gussie's
different
calm.
doorknobs.
Gussie is what?
Horses don't have arms. Does that help the situation?
What?
You said they'd be up in arms. They don't have arms. So.
Well, that's not. I just meant they'd be a little uppity because of the storm.
Oh great, now they're bringing horses inside. What hell kind of people
You
did
left
we
your
end up
horses
with?
outside? You monsters.
Our horses are dead because they ran into an invisible wall!
That
don't
reminds me,
know
I
that.
need to see if I can reanimate horses. Remind me to do
No,
that.
no,
Don't
no,
do
no, no.
that!
Don't
Why
leave the
not?
horses alone.
How are we going to get out of here? How are we going?
Well, we're gonna sit here until this storm
I'm
is
not
over.
asking you.
I'd like to roll smarts.
Okay, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out how the hell to get out of here because they walled us in with invisible walls, and that sounds like science to me. It's
Okay.
not science, but
Oh.
it's probably magic. But I don't believe in magic.
So make a smarts roll.
Okay.
This is also probably going to trigger my imprisonment. A little bit.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
That would be a 5.
A 5. Okay, so that's a success. You're not sure what's going on. You've heard of science that can create like almost imperceptible walls of kinetic energy, but never anything on this scale. It's all been much smaller. You're not entirely sure what to make of the situation, but when in doubt, your instinct is always to see what tools you have at hand and see what you can do with those. And you guys have stood in one room in this fort.
I'm gonna explore the fort.
Okay, all right. So there are several rooms downstairs. And there's-
I'm a one-shot character. I just want to see what happens.
I'm gonna go poke into closets. If there's a basement, I want to go there.
Hell yeah.
And there are stairs that lead up to the next level. So you just kind of start poking around. What's he doing? What's he doing?
I have an armful of just metal scrap.
He's looking
You're
for
still here? I thought you'd die already.
He's helping, unlike you.
Well, what do you want us to do?
Just calm down and just find a room and just sit tight.
Where are you?
Or
wanna sit
die.
down?
Die would be very helpful.
Find a different room. Not this
We'll
room.
go into a different. We'll just go into a different room and excuse ourselves and be out of the way. Come on, guys. And they just walk into and they just take one of the side rooms.
Thank you, Derek.
It's an empty room. We'll just sit in here.
Thank you, Derek.
All right.
Don't thank them. That just encourages bad behavior.
You gotta be nice. Anyways, look, Rose, I know you want to go, but we gotta stay here until we figure out what's what. We can't just be going off in the storm and there's walls everywhere. We gotta think this through.
Can I pull out my Hoyle book of games and just kind of like hold it up to a window?
Yeah.
Just like I'm just offering it.
Okay. The wind kind of sends in gusts of periodic rain that start to just dampen the cover of
Well,
the
I'm
book.
not gonna let it get ruined.
Sure.
I didn't know the window was open.
They're all open. They're all smashed in.
Okay.
There's broken glass on the ground. And
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Is that book you were talking about?
It is. I don't understand what it is that they want. Why would they not let us go through? Why would this note say Phoenix and then we're just stuck here? Why?
I mean, it could have been a trap.
For what purpose?
We don't know yet.
You're just collecting scrap and just kind of poking around in these side rooms.
Yes, I'm kind of exploring.
Make a notice roll for me.
Okay. 2d6. That's a 4.
Okay, so you're poking around. There's not a lot of scrap metal here. There's rusted bits of pieces that look like they once bound barrels together. But you're collecting those. You can do something with those. And all of the rooms appear to be largely empty. It's hard to tell what they were even for. The fort is fairly sizable, but there's like 4 or 5 offshoots from that main room that you were in, and each one of them just has a bunch of debris in it and some broken-in windows. However, as you are walking through one of them, you catch sight of movement out of the corner of your eye.
Oh dear. I'm going to look.
All right. Quickly or stealthily?
Stealthily.
Make a stealth roll for me.
I don't have that.
It's okay. You can still make it. D4 minus 2.
Fantastic.
With your wild die.
Great.
Really great.
That would be a 4.
You aced.
All right.
If it's a 4, you. Oh no, you got a 3.
Ah.
I got a 5.
Oh, minus 2. So that's a
see.
3.
I see.
I apologize.
So, real
I failed.
casual-like, you kind of stiffen up and just sort of look to the side. There is nothing there.
Oh, thank goodness. Sure hope there's nothing behind me dramatically.
There is not.
Oh, okay. Usually that causes something. All right then. Well, keep muttering to myself, and I head back down to the main room with all the scrap I've collected.
Okay.
None the wiser.
We could try. How high does the fort go up?
There's a second story, but you're not sure exactly what's accessible up there.
I mean, I don't know how high this wall goes, but if we could maybe move past where the wall was down there, or we just hit the wall, I don't know.
I mean, now that we know you can see the sparks of your bullet, you can just find out from here. I mean, I guess you could keep shooting until you don't hit something.
Well, we know it doesn't go up.
Right.
Do you?
Well, at least not this high.
All right, now I
You
said
gonna
this is
shoot
a
through
bad
the ceiling?
idea.
No. I'm going to lean out a window and I will shoot
Okay.
up.
So you lean out a window and you just shoot up into the sky.
I'm like
Who is shooting?
a little bit, yeah.
Sorry, we'll shut up. And you lean out, make a notice roll for me at a -2 to track your bullet.
Nice. It's 7.
7. Okay. You lean out and fire up, and your bullet does strike something above the fort. It looks like maybe 40 feet above the fort. It sparks again as though it's hit a barrier.
Okay.
However, rain is falling through.
All right. Now, I'm not the smartest customer when it comes to things, but if rain is making it through, something can get through this.
Well, unless we can turn into water, I don't know what that's going to be.
Can
That's
any
it.
of you turn into water?
No.
Okay, just making
No.
sure.
No, right, Rose? Okay. No. No.
Not yet, at least.
Well,
Wait, what?
I am very
You
fascinated.
never know what's in this book.
why can water go through this, but we can't?
I don't know.
I guess they can decide that.
Can
If that's what they're
that
doing.
is actually one thing I was thinking. Does it look like the storm is outside of, like, isn't just contained here?
Storm goes out as far as you can see in all directions. Like there are flashes of lightning in the dark clouds, and
Okay.
and it's very easy to see that.
The only other thing I know to try is to.
You hear that?
What was that? Derek, what are you doing over there?
That ain't us. It's coming from outside.
Well, it's not me.
Is it?
Rudolph, that better not be you.
They're just standing. The doorway's still open, and they're just standing there soddenly in the doorway.
All right, well, let's go check it out.
It's coming from the window over where you first shot that bullet.
Yeah, we can check it out.
All right.
Yes.
I'll
come with.
reload that gun. Not life drinker, but the other one.
Okay.
And I'll look out.
Okay, so you kind of look out the window. Make a notice roll for me.
At a negative?
Nope.
It's a 7.
Something looks different in the graveyard. and you notice that one of the grave markers is gone. And you see fresh earth where it looks like it has been pulled up out of the ground. And as you're looking at that, it crashes down from above you and just crashes into the middle of the cemetery right next to you. I need you to make a guts roll, James Bogue, at a -5.
Is that including the extra -2?
Yes.
That includes the extra -2. Okay.
Yes.
So there's no penalty for you, right?
No penalty for me. So 4.
4 is enough to keep, so it startles you, but you keep your wits about you, and you, what do you do in response?
What the hell was that?
I just, the gun goes to like where it fell from.
Nothing there, and then you lean out to look up
Yeah.
and see nothing but the wall of the fort continuing up. Dirk Portley!
Dirk Portley!
Thank you for the
Portley.
resub!
What are you doing?
Hey, Dirk Portley.
All right, this came from somewhere.
Someone's playing games with us in
6:30.
here.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
The
This would be so much more atmospheric if there was rain and thunder playing right now.
sure.
Put up on your
Sure.
phone.
I thought about doing it.
It's fine.
So the gravestone came in.
It's not a gravestone. It's just two
Oh.
pieces of rotten wood that have been strung together to make a cross. Now it's just a
Oh, I
pile
see.
of broken wood
Yeah,
in the
okay.
cemetery.
Okay.
What was that? What's going on out there?
There's a storm, obviously, Derek.
Calm down, Derek.
I don't know why.
Now, if Derek were to not be alive anymore, would that be a
No,
bad...
Derek's
no?
gonna stay alive.
Let's. But you didn't do anything over at that graveyard, did you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I didn't.
Well, something happened over there because the ground is all freshly dug up, it seems, and that's where this wood came from. The cross came flying in.
It came from above?
Well, yeah, it came flying down.
Well, let's get up there.
I didn't see anything up there, but we can go up to the
I
second
did
story.
think when I was on the second floor, I thought I saw something. but-
You actually didn't go up to the second
Oh, I
floor.
didn't?
No,
I
you
thought
only
you-
stayed on the ground floor. You were going through the rooms down here. Did you? I didn't realize you were wanting to go up the stairs.
I was, actually.
Oh, okay.
We can just
Okay.
go with this.
Okay.
Let's go with this. This is more interesting.
Well, let's go up to the second floor. And,
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so you guys are heading up the stairs?
yeah.
I'm coming
Okay.
with.
In what order are you heading up the stairs?
Me first.
Hal first.
I'll be behind him.
Okay.
I'm third.
I'll be last.
All right. So you guys, Hal, you start going up the stairs, and they feel a bit, they creak unsteadily under your feet. But as you start walking up them, you hear the others coming up behind you. However, as soon as Percy gets about a quarter of the way up the stairs, you hear an alarming splintering sound all of a sudden, and this wood just gives beneath your feet, and then you feel the stairs collapse beneath you. I need the three of you to make an agility roll for me.
Not way that much.
It wasn't about your weight, Percy. It was about the combined weight of 3 people.
I heard you, Rudolph.
Megan, what'd you roll?
I got a 3!
A 3?
Yeah.
5? Okay.
This -1 is.
Oh man, 2 3s.
Oh, a fate chip to reroll.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I got a 3 again! Okay,
Wow.
I guess I got a 3.
Dirk Portley wants to give a piece of cursed Spanish gold to Howl and Percy.
Thanks, Gabe.
This time.
Thanks, Portly.
So-
Portly.
You, Howl, are able to just jump off and land squarely on the ground in response to that.
That's fine.
Percy, you're not that far up the stairs, so you just kind of reflexively leap back.
Oh, dear.
But Rose, you're caught in the middle between the two of them, and
try to
you go to
catch her.
leap off,
Still makes sense.
and your dress snags on a broken nail, and it just overbalances you, and you crash down to the floor and fall in a tumble. You take a point of fatigue from bumps and bruises, so you are now at -2 fatigue.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Okay, what was that? What are you? Derek pops his head out. He's like, "What is happening?"
Derek, I swear to God, I will shoot you in the face.
Derek, just make sure none of those things eat the horses, all right? We'll come back.
Well, things are outside.
Oh, right. Still,
They can come inside? You said you told them to stay outside. They seem to listen to him.
Well, can you make sure and also take care of the horses?
Rudolph would not eat a horse, honestly.
Look, be a nice fellow, and you might make it out of this alive.
Okay. Sure.
Also, you got any rope?
I do.
I don't know.
Okay, just do the horses.
Yeah.
Rose, you all right?
I've been better, but I'm alright.
She's got a shallow gash in her head that's
poor
just
thing.
trickling a
Poor
little bit.
thing.
All right, well, I'll help her up and try to wipe away some of the blood with this and patch you up when we get back upstairs. Or down. Wait, we went down? We were
You
trying to go
crashed
up?
through the stairs,
Okay,
basically.
so
You're
we're
trying to
still
go
on the same
up.
floor.
There is enough stair structure remaining that if anyone wanted to risk it, they could try and edge their way up that, or you guys can do something with rope if anyone has rope.
I do have rope on Dot.
Or you could maybe make Rudolph sit on each other's shoulders and climb them like a
I'm
totem
gonna
pole.
shadow
Oh, yes,
walk up
that's-
there.
You're gonna shadow walk up there?
Yeah,
Wait, were you actually gonna do that?
Oh, hell yeah.
we'll do it too, but
Okay.
Rudolph, get in here.
Now you told Derek to keep them from coming inside, right?
Yeah.
They're coming inside. They're all coming inside all of a sudden.
Don't put them. The horses are inside. Don't do that.
The horses start to get nervous and
I'm
skittish
not.
and back into a corner.
Trust me on this one.
I
And-
don't. So,
Rudolph, stairs.
So they walk over to the stairs and just kind of point at the stairs.
No, human pyramid. We've been over this, Rudolph. Okay.
They kind of turn to each other and they kind of lean together.
wonderful.
Heck, good enough. Hoist me up, will you?
So you kind of go over to them and they just grab you and just kind of lift you.
Thank you.
And you can grab the side of it. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Gussie has walked out into the storm, by the way. As soon as they left the doorway and came in, Gussie just sort of turned and just walked outside. You're shadow walking up there? Okay, so spend your points and make your roll.
I have to be honest. I don't imagine Gussie as a horse. I imagine them as a doodle of a horse.
I aced
Fair.
on both my die.
Aced on both.
Nice.
Yes, so I got a 12, a 10.
Okay, so despite the fact that you can't see it and you've never been there before,
Give me all my power points back.
and you are going to immediately recover all of your power points with this card. Well played. You kind of step back into a gloomy bit of darkness in the room and then pop up out of a bit of darkness in the floor upstairs. This is just one large open area.
Oh, good.
Now, handsome man, would you like Rudolph to help you up?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you.
Handsome man?
No, never.
I mean,
I'm ruggedly handsome, but
No,
never.
you're just rugged.
Oh, what?
You pop
Derek,
out
no
some
one was
shadow up
talking to
there.
you.
And then if I could see your little guy.
Yes, where's-
Little Percy.
Here's
Little Percy is pulling himself up here, being hoisted up.
I do not do it gracefully, by the way. There's a lot of like flailing and leg flopping.
we do this the old school way, you know, with ropes.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, fine.
We'll use rope to get across.
Yeah. So I'll take rope off of Gussie's.
Gussie went outside.
Alpha dots?
Off of Dot's.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Gussie gone.
Yep. Okay. So I get the rope out and I'll fashion something to try and throw it up and attach it to something that I can, or throw it to Percy or whatever. to
Sure, you
tie
could
it.
just throw it off to Percy to tie off on something up here.
Yeah, I can tie a knot.
Yeah, all right. So Percy ties a knot to one of the, I mean, there's plenty of, like, just loose bits of wood and things that seem sturdy enough that you can tie it up to, and you guys are able to climb up.
Great.
No problem. It's not that far. You guys are all upstairs now. So this is Emperor Riptide.
Thank you,
very much,
Emperor Riptide.
Thank you for the time for the tip.
It's very open up here, and there are a lot of holes in the ceiling. So water is just kind of pouring down from certain different areas, and you feel winds just kind of blow in and through this. It's very drafty. All of these are windows, and they all have broken glass around them, as though they've all been blown in. But it's just a large open area. And as you kind of walk around up here, the floor creaks every now and then in a way that just makes you pause, remembering the stairs collapsing.
All right,
But it
let's,
seems to hold together.
Stay spread apart, I guess. This wood's not gonna keep us all up here.
Yeah, if you can, walk on the joists, if you can sort of get a sense of where they might be.
Bottles up, everybody.
Oh.
Emperor Riptide would like us to toast. Mysteries abound tonight, and with any luck, maybe some chaos? I'm sure it's fine. Mysteries abound tonight, and with any luck, maybe some chaos? I'm sure it's fine. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, Emperor Riptide. All right.
Yes, thank you.
So you guys are kind of like trying to gingerly spread out to look around up here. And there is a loud slamming sound from downstairs. And you hear what sounds like Derek and his friends and the horses all just kind of react with cries of alarm.
What's going on down there?
The door just blew open.
Well, close it.
All right. Fine.
Thank
And you
you,
hear
Derek.
a loud slamming sound as Derek closes the door.
I lean down. I assume all of my zombies are still kind of crowded together.
Yes.
Go make sure nothing gets in, will you, Rudolph? Thank you.
All right, okay, no, this is not, we're coming up. I don't want to be down here with these things.
I will shoot you in the face.
Do it! And you see Derek and his friends come over and grab the rope, and they're looking up at you just defiantly as they climb the rope up.
Just let him come up.
All right, it is
Only because you asked.
it is downright unsettling down there, and we don't want to be around it no more. Okay, we're just gonna be up here where everyone is just.
Unsettling. Oh, look at me. I'm unsettled. I happen to run around robbing people, but I'm unsettled.
What is it that we're looking for up here?
No, 4.
Everyone make a notice roll.
Lifted away.
You got it.
Oh yeah, one guy did get lifted.
Wasn't there just 3 left? Because one got lifted away into the sky. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Ace.
I got a
Just
10.
notice?
Notice, yes. 10?
10.
Okay, success with the raise.
4.
4?
Is there any minus to this?
No.
4.
4. So you all hear this. There is again that kind of just brief, quiet, fluttering, flapping sound from just all around you. It's very quiet, and then it settles down. There it is again. There it is again. What is it?
It's probably a bird or something. They get spooked in the storm.
Bird.
I don't see any birds.
You wouldn't.
We'll look around. You might find it. So
Do I see it?
There has to be something here that we need to figure out. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to just be locked in here like
Thud!
this.
There is a loud crash on the ceiling all of a sudden. Something heavy has just hit the ceiling.
okay.
What?
I look up.
You see the wood has splintered. And there is water just pouring in through this new hole that's been created. And as you watch, the ceiling starts to creak just a bit. And the hole opens up and collapses. And the body of the man who had been carried away earlier comes crashing to the ground, just completely mangled.
So
Oh my god, where did he come from?
James, you shot into the sky earlier and you said you saw that it hit something. But this has come through as far as we know.
Where did he come from?
It came from the sky,
Where'd it go?
Derek. I don't know.
Apparently.
Is this just like an everyday thing for you folks?
I can't speak for them, but for me, yes.
He's not alright. He's not alright. He's dead.
Oh, definitely not. I have a -3 to charisma.
All of you make a notice roll for me.
Oh, I aced it.
Aced
Oh,
it.
God. I aced it.
Ace again.
Oh, so did I. God damn.
16.
16.
Also 16.
16.
5.
5.
Found it.
Four.
Found it.
Okay.
Boom.
You guys hear that fluttering sound again. Both of you see movement, what you think is movement, out of the corner of your eyes, and you also hear that sound, that flapping sound, and you whip your heads around. But despite your alertness, you're not able to see anything. You just have an intense sense that something is here. And because the mysterious strangers in chat unlocked sights on sight, Rosaline, will you make a smarts roll for me, please?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Or yay.
She's Lionel. She's got sight beyond sight.
6.
6. You become convinced that there is something here that you guys cannot see.
Yeah, I already thought that. So this makes sense.
And you remember that you have something on your person that can help you with this.
I
heard that time.
I have an idea, and then I'm just going to.
So these three are just backing up against this wall, and you guys are just kind of spread out in the room. Like, you are both convinced something is here, but you don't know what. You just keep hearing the sound, but they seem on high alert all of a
I'm
sudden.
charging the zombicizer.
Okay.
Can I have the book?
I don't have that one, but I know what it does. So
okay.
you need to make a vigor roll as you take this.
I'm going to try something, and I'm just going to pull out a bottle.
So you pull out a small bottle that
It's
you
all
guys
very
haven't
small.
seen. It has a Smith & Robards label on it, and
Ma'am, I don't believe this is the time for drinking.
some sort of, oh, you recognize Smith & Robards. This is not an alcoholic beverage. This is an elixir or tonic of some kind from one of the premier scientific corporations in these United States.
Oh dear, I must buy that from you later.
What? A vigor roll?
Vigor roll. And
Thank God you're doing it.
don't fail it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
So
ominous.
I drink it. Oh my god.
She failed it.
Common
okay.
bond is available.
Okay,
for
thank you.
everybody.
Well,
That's
she
what
was
you
a fake
just
chip
did.
too. So.
All right.
I do still have chips.
I just
Okay,
gave mine.
so I
That's
got a
very
2.
nice of you.
Thank you
very
much,
nice of you,
yes.
Stephen.
So
Still
3. Okay, I can.
See, no, keep your blue.
I am
Here, keep your
doing
blue.
real well.
Use my blue.
Add a d6.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because that's a
Thank
5.
you.
You
Okay,
only need
thank
to. You only need to roll a 1.
Yeah, that's true. I only need to roll.
Very
And
kind.
you did it.
Posse working together. She rolled a 1.
Yay.
So you uncork this, and there is the scent of dandelions all of a sudden, and some sort of oily green liquid just slides down your throat.
Ew.
And it settles in your stomach, and you can feel it there. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. It's like it evaporated inside of you, and you feel like some sort of vapor kind of dispersing through your body. It's a very strange feeling, and your eyelids feel heavy, and you close them, and then when you open them up again, the world is different. Everything around you is washed out color, except for the people you are with. Your eyes first settle on James, who is surrounded by this blazing red aura that just flickers angrily in all directions. But there's kind of like an invisible barrier around it, barely keeping it contained. And right next to him is Howl, who's looking at you in concern. But he has a baby blue kind of soft aura around him that's flecked with angry streaks of red, almost like a tiger stripe pattern.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Looking over to the side at Percy, he has this luminous purple aura that's giving off orange sparks that just flash at intermittent times and angles, and you can't see yourself. But these three over in the corner have this bilious green kind of softly throbbing aura, and you see them kind of backing into each other in the corner. And then you raise your eyes up to the rafters above you, and you see countless little creatures, these small, furry, about the size of small children, just leaning and clinging to the wall and looking down at all of you with eyes that are solid black and reflective like the chitinous backs of beetles. And all of their mouths are pulled back, showing needly little teeth as the hairs on their bodies just bristle and wave, and their little bat wings kind of flap around them. And all of them
I don't like these either.
are focused in on those three over in the corner. And you can see the green kind of energy that's surrounding them is slowly rising up into the air and kind of spreading out to each one of these little creatures as they just stare down with their sloped brows and their intense, unblinking eyes at them. I need you to make a stealth roll, Rosaline.
One.
1. So now I need you to make a guts roll.
Okay. I'll make a guts. What is my negative now?
Do you want to try to re-roll that?
7?
I can. I'm just.
Well, you're gonna have to make the guts roll no matter what.
I'm just killing my resources. I mean, I still have 2 fate chips.
Okay. So it's you.
She's fine. She's past this roll.
Guts minus 7.
Well, +4, right?
Yes,
Okay, so -3.
correct.
Got a 1. Yep.
How bad could it be?
Take it.
Come on, I just need an ace.
There.
I aced it!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
9 minus 3 is a 6, which is a success. So you are able to keep yourself together, but you cannot help but let out a gasp. But there are at least 15 of these things all around you guys up there just staring down. And as you let out that gasp, all of them just whip their heads around and look over at you, and all of a sudden you are aware that they know that you can see them.
Rose, what are you looking at?
And we are in a combat.
Rose, I can't see what you're looking at.
You don't want to know.
All of a sudden, you guys become aware of a presence above you, and an air of menace just settles on the ground, and you hear a rising, hissing sound from the
open
ceiling
fire.
above you. You open fire? Okay, here we
I
go.
aim up and open fire.
Well, as he says, what do you see? I want to explain it to some degree so they at least know what they're fighting.
You can shout out 3 words.
And what did they look like? They look like children-sized bats.
Yes.
Parley.
7 of clubs.
Invisible large bats.
All right, this is for them,
Oh, good. She's
and this is for
Clearly
Derek
got
and
some
pals.
PTSD, because that didn't make a lick of sense to me.
All right. So she shouts that out and is looking up at the ceiling all around you guys. James, you're up first.
well, I draw my gun, but not
Which one?
being able to see anything.
Which one?
Not life drinker.
Oh.
No, come on. You're in a sudden, stressful situation. This
That's
is not
true.
something in which this is when you're.
That's true.
this
My
is when
hand,
you
my
go
hand
right
would have
for it.
gone. My hand would have gone towards life drinker. Yeah.
I feel like Loki. I'm just here to cause chaos.
Appreciate it.
So draw life drinker, but
You see nothing up there.
yeah, I'm just gonna yell out and use intimidating presence,
Okay.
and just go, whatever you are, I suggest you stay there.
Okay, so let's figure out where you all are specifically. Okay, so Rose, or does anyone have problems with where they are right now?
Not at all.
Great. Okay, so they are just all above the walls all around you. So you shout out in which direction? You get a medium burst template.
I guess like right in front, like
Do you have the templates?
I don't think I have medium burst.
I thought you had a medium burst.
All right, right in front of you.
yeah, like right in front of all of us, kind of
Okay.
where 4 is, I guess.
All right. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah,
Right in there?
yeah.
Okay. Make an intimidation roll. What are you shouting out?
Just like I said, just whatever you are, you stay right there.
All right.
Intimidation is a V8.
And a random player's next trait roll is an automatic success. With a raise.
With a raise.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Because that was the mystery box pull. So thank you for that, Mr.
Thank
Mystery.
you.
So that is a success with a raise. So they can oppose it with their spirit,
Okay.
which is
Well, what's the number?
This is
I
why
guess
last
he gets
night
an 8?
needs
Basically,
to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It finally worked.
5. All right. So you don't see anything happen. You see 3 of them on the wall above where behind where Percy is, and in the general direction that James is. They kind of cower back, and they attach themselves to the wall and kind of quiver against it. They are shaken.
Seems whatever you did works. You scared a few.
What, they can understand you?
I don't know.
Now it's their turn.
Oh, they got a cave.
So those 3 are gonna try and unshake. They do. All right. And there are how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're each gonna get 2 attacks against him.
How about the last one?
What's up?
Because there's 15, right?
Wait, they're each going to get 2 attacks against us? Is that what you
Because
said?
there's 15 of them.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, you're each gonna get 1 attack against you. All right. So first up is James Bove.
Each of them?
No, it's cool. Just watch and see what I do. All right,
Aced
an
your
8.
guy.
You look terrified.
Yeah.
So-
You aced, by the way.
Right.
He aced.
I aced.
Yeah.
And I got an 8. What's your parry?
Parry 6.
Okay, and you're holding a gun, so they're at a +2 to hit you. So that's a 10, so that's a success with a raise.
Undead squirrels nearly killed us, so
Oh yeah.
Funny enough, we took those squirrels and put them on Legacy on Monday, so thanks.
With a raise, hold on. 5 damage.
Ew. Gross.
5 toughness.
Yucky, yucky.
Okay, so you feel some sort of small needle-like claw. You feel something whoosh by you and scrape against your chest. And you jump back, not knowing what just happened, but you are shaken, James Bogue. Okay. All right, next one is Howl.
I don't suppose first strike works on this.
It does not, because you can't see them.
Great.
All right.
would it work from me?
Yes. All right, 5. What is your parry?
9.
Okay, so something comes swooping down, and you just kind of raise your arms up reflexively, and you feel something rebound off of it and fly back up.
Okay, I definitely felt that. Something's in here.
Rosaline,
Oh dear.
1 flies down, a 3.
Wait, do I get to counterattack?
No, because you can't see it.
But I did feel it. So as
You
soon
did
as-
feel it?
as soon as
Okay.
I felt it. I could
It
punch.
missed. I'll let you make a counterattack.
Yay,
At a
clever.
-6,
Holy shit.
because that's what you get for attacking blind.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a 3. What's this?
That's an ace.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Oh yeah.
That's a 9 minus 6, you said?
Yes.
Damn.
So that's a 3.
Yeah.
So you just whip out an arm reflexively, but just hit nothing but air. Rosaline, they missed you with a 3. One comes swooping down right at you, but you can see it.
I attack
and it's
it.
flying down, its wings swooping, and it opens its needle-like mouth, and you
Ew.
stab up.
Yes.
All right.
Or, yeah.
Make your attack roll. With your first strike ability.
What's their parry?
Where's my
Right?
wild die go?
Their parry is a 2, right? Because I would have hit it.
There you go.
No.
If their parry's 2, I would have hit them.
It's not.
Great. Okay. Just checking.
I got a 3.
A 3? That is not enough to clear its parry. So it comes down, and you raise your knife up, but your body is just tired and broken, and you're not as fast as you want to be, and you do not hit it. But it also misses you and goes swooping over your head. Percy, something comes down towards you.
Oof.
Oh, that's right. You have a very low parry.
Yes.
And it gets a 6 because you are not armed with a melee weapon. So what is your parry? It's a 2?
Yes.
That's a hit with a raise.
Oh, I have quadrupled that.
But very low damage. That's 5 damage, and your toughness is 4. Okay, so you are shaken, Percy. You don't see what happened, but you feel something solid just bash into you, and you stumble back and almost fall down the stairs, but you're managed to keep your feet. 1 against each of these guys. That's an ace.
Oh no.
8. Okay. Man, really low damage. 6 damage. This one starts screaming out, "What is it? What? Something's hitting me!" He's shaken. That's a 4, that's a miss. That's a miss as well. All right. That is half of them. Rosaline, while this is happening, you're kind of avoiding everything. You see the other half of them start to just kind of swirl around in the ceiling and fly in a column. And then they just come smashing down at the ground right here. They land on their feet and then spring immediately back up into the air, but you all see a large poof of dust fly up from this area, and you see the ground just splinter away beneath it. And the rotten wood falls away into the floor below, and there's just a gaping open hole down there.
Damn.
All right,
You're right down there, Derek?
He's up here.
they're up here.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Next up, Rosaline.
So how many are up here still?
There's 15. They're still up here. They hit the floor and then jumped back up into the air.
Okay, after seeing what James did, it seemed like we could scare them. I want to try to use fear.
Okay.
So, how many can I get?
All right. Without revealing all of this to them, I'll say you can get 5 of them.
Okay.
We'll just say whichever area you put it in.
Okay.
I like the minis you got for these bats.
Yeah, thanks. I put a lot of work into it.
They're really selling it.
Thank you, guys. All right, so you're casting fear. Your deck of cards springs to your hand. 1 card facing forward.
Ooh,
A joker.
Wait.
Spending points?
Yeah, I'm spending points.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Joker leaps off of that deck of
6.
cards and goes cackling into the air. And they roll guts, right?
Uh-huh.
Goods.
Would you get an 8?
Yeah. 6.
A 6. They also got a 6. They go flying at it and bat at the Joker, and their hands just kind of pass through it, and they look around for it as it just fades away, and then they zero back in on you. No one sees this but Rosaline. You guys are all very confused. Rosaline, hand in your card. Next up is Derek and his friends, and they just pull their guns and they just start shooting blindly up into the air. They're each gonna take a shot at something's up there, and they just start firing blind. So this is the way firing blind works. They are at a -6 to hit. If they do hit with that, the creatures can then make a stealth roll to just make it miss. So it's very hard to hit firing blind, but they can do it. So Derek got an ace. And a 10 -6, which is a 4.
Man, he did it.
So that would be a hit. Now they just have to make a stealth roll.
Making himself plot
I'm
relevant.
so glad I didn't turn him into a zombie.
Is that a 7?
That is a
Ah,
7, and it misses.
I take back that statement.
Yeah,
I
I
wish
know.
I turned him to a zombie.
Next guy, wild miss. Last guy, aces. Another wild miss. They just start firing around and they move back into this corner. What is happening? I can't see anything. What's going on?
Imbeciles.
You're up next, Hal.
All right.
This is it.
Listen, bat friends. I call on the ancient right of parley.
Okay.
Will this work? This says it doesn't work on beasts, but they seem to understand him yelling at him.
They did.
Okay.
So what do you hope to gain from this conversation? So you call on the ancient right of parley, and Rose, you see these things just kind of stop. Some of them are hovering in midair, and they all turn and look at Hal. In fact, Derek and his friends also turn and look at Hal, and Percy, you're a bit caught off guard by this as well.
Just trust. Just hold on.
It seems to be working.
Just okay. All right. Listen, bat people of the fortress. Look, we did not mean to intrude in your home. We are trapped here by these walls outside, invisible walls. Much like you, we can't see them. I don't know what the deal is, but we don't. We just want to pass through. We just want to leave you in peace. We don't mean any harm. We're friends. Friends.
Howell dies immediately.
I'll make a persuade roll.
Well, that's not what the card said.
No, it says they stop and listen to you for 30 seconds.
And then others
Others may only take defensive actions during this time.
Right.
So they can't take any offensive action against you while you're talking. It basically pauses combat.
Oh, I thought it was like that's what their turn is.
No.
What is this, persuasion?
Yes.
I don't have it.
Modified by your charisma.
Yep, that's great. My charisma is.
So Hal says all this as a big, imposing man with... Have you put your claw on?
No.
No, okay, all right. So you're just kind of waving your fist while... We're friends!
It was parlay.
We are friends!
It was parlay. If they understood parlay, you wouldn't do that with a weapon. So on persuasion, that's a D4, right?
D4 -2.
Minus two. So this is a -4.
Yes.
Great. Nope.
a
That's
2 and a
awful.
1?
That's awful. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
'Cause I need this to
The
work.
Lost Jordan.
The Lost
Thank you for the
Jordan.
tip. I don't know who that is.
That's a
None of us know.
0.
That's a 0.
I'm gonna add a
not lost.
D6.
Okay. Add a D6 to it.
It's gotta work, guys.
It's a 4.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. All right. So you make a heartfelt, if slightly threatening, appeal for reason. You are also trapped here along with them. There's no need to fight. You are friends.
The other handsome
Yes.
cowboy seems to have a different ideology about this. I respect it.
Rosaline, you see Howl's and the energy around him just kind of blazes and pulses that light baby blue, and the red tiger stripes just disappear. And he's just emanating this sort of soft white light. And all of the creatures just look at him, and they point at him, and they look at each other, and then they start to fly down towards Hal.
What? I got a 4.
They're coming. They're flying at you.
Why?
I
All
don't
right.
know.
I said parlay.
Hand in your card, Hal. All right.
Ancient
Percy.
rights.
Okay.
But that wasn't a defensive action, I want to say.
Right.
Okay.
I'd like to bring my zombies upstairs.
Okay, there is a rope down there. You could just make them climb the rope.
Rudolph, rope, up.
Okay, so roll, you have their stats.
Yes.
Just make an agility roll for your zombies.
Okay.
No wild die for this, just a straight up agility roll.
Oh, fantastic. That's a 3.
Okay.
Can I add a d6 to it?
You can, or you can just re-roll
I'll
with curse
re-roll.
finish gold.
He wants that curse finish.
I do, I want it so bad.
5.
5. Okay, so they are able to start slowly clambering up. They will be up here next round on your turn. They'll be up here and able to act.
Fantastic.
Make a smarts roll for me.
Okay.
Because the mysterious strangers in chat unlocked sights on sight. You're a smart guy.
I'm a something guy.
You are.
Oof.
Oh, another reroll? Okay, reroll. Curse Spanish goal.
That's an explosion.
You aced it, nice.
I got a 10.
A 10. Okay, so you don't understand what is happening. There are invisible things flying around. She's calling out there's some sort of weird bat children, demon things. And it stands to reason to you. If they can understand things, if they're there, they must occupy space in some way. So, they must displace space. So maybe if you were to get a little bit of smoke going up in here or something like that, you might be able to get a loose approximation of where these things are. That's just the way solid matter works.
Science!
I'm going to look over my shoulder at the Three Stooges over there. Set a fire, will you?
Okay.
Do it, I shoot you in the face!
Okay.
All right.
That is my go-to thing for these guys.
That's in your car. All right, is that everybody?
Bo just says that with his eyes.
Yeah.
Next round.
He's not happy about it.
9. 7. Queen.
Yes!
They
More
get a
ways than
9.
one.
Derek and friends get a 4.
Oh.
Okay, so, first up. One of them was shaken.
Shake it off.
All right, and you guys were also shaken. We'll just have you unshake this time. Okay, who's up first?
I believe
You
I
are.
am. I have
You
to
are.
wait.
Okay, so your Rudolphs are up here now. You can place them right here next to you.
Okay.
What?
So you have 4 of them all together, Percy.
Yes, 4 Rudolphs. Ugh.
What do you want your Rudolphs to do?
Okay, I'm gonna have the Rudolphs,
I mean, you could just have them wander and like just swipe at things.
now which one of you is taller? Hey. Rudolph, make a shield around the tall one.
I'm sorry, what?
All right.
Wait, do a what now?
So they only have a pace of 4, so they're gonna start wandering over towards Howl. 1, 2, 3.
Get behind them,
4.
they can take a hit better than you.
1, 2, 3,
I doubt
4.
that's true, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4, and
They
1,
can
2, 3,
take a
4.
hit.
Also, could you make a spirit roll to unshake? Because I have been terrible about this.
Okay, I get a D8 and a D6 for this.
Nice. Good spirit.
I got an 8.
All right, great. You unshake. Fantastic.
I've seen weirder.
Okay, so that was the command that you gave to your Rudolphs. What would you like to do, if anything?
Okay, you shouted they're coming towards him, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to fire.
Do you want to fire like a burst shot, like spend more points to
Yes,
do?
I'll
something?
spend my 4 points for that.
Okay, so you
And
spend.
drop my queen. I don't know where I put that one.
Okay. You
gone.
spend 4 points, and I know it's cool. I don't know where the template is. I'm misplacing everything. The medium template.
Oh.
I just had it.
Oh,
There it
right
is.
here.
Okay, and you're gonna fire it up like sort of over here by Howl.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So spend your
Underneath
points
Rosalie.
and make your shooting roll.
Queen's under
Yes.
This is under me?
The queen's under Rose.
Oh.
I lost the queen.
That's the key.
All right, so that would be.
Secret phase.
Yes, I have a D6 for shooting. Oof.
Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad shooting roll. Okay.
Take it. Take it.
Curse Spanish gold.
Okay.
You aced?
Ace.
Ooh.
10.
10. Okay, nice. That is a success with a raise.
And I'm down to 21 points on that gun.
So okay, great. Keep track of that. They are going to have to resist that.
It entangles.
I think it does. So they have to make an agility roll. Ooh, that's a bad agility roll. 3 of them, you see this, Rosaline, get struck with this spray of goo that fires out of his gun. And
It's kind of pinkish.
you can see their skin just start to shrivel, and it looks like it's rotting, and their wings just kind of curl up onto their back, and they fall to the ground.
It seems to be working.
Do I see this?
You do not see them, but you all hear the thuds and see poofs of dust. Poofs of dust fly up there in front of them.
You okay over there?
Yes.
We're making a mess tonight.
I am crazy tonight.
So do I just see kind of like blobs of...
Yes, you see blobs of dust kind of fly up.
So now there's 12.
Well, I can work with that.
3 of them are immobilized,
One down.
completely
Where's the
immobilized. All right, hand in your card, Percy.
I can't. I don't know where it is.
Oh, I gave it to you.
You gave it to me. Great. Next up. I think it's them. Or no, they have spades. All right, so they go first.
Yeah.
All right, so those 3 are going to have to try and shake off whatever this is that is afflicting them. So they can make a strength roll. But that's going to be difficult for them to do just to remobilize. You cast it with a raise, though.
Yes.
However, they get a bonus here.
What?
Yeah.
No.
So they, Rosaline, you can see they fall into the ground, but you can see them just start to just flip their bodies around, and they start to move really, really rapidly, and you see this goo start to fly off of them.
It's not hurting.
And they seem to re-energize themselves, but that's their turn.
Don't touch that, by the way. It will make your hand fall off.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Howl,
Yeah.
you're gonna get attacked by 2 of them.
We'll see.
3 is a miss.
I punch it.
Okay, you can try.
Oh, I'll do more than try. I'll try. This is -6.
-6.
There is no try, only try.
That is a 6, so that is a 0.
Okay. The other one totally misses as well.
Punch it.
You don't get to counterattack every time.
Yeah, you do.
You do?
Pretty sure. It's with foe fails fighting.
Okay, sure, we'll go for it this time.
Pretty sure.
Go for it, go for it.
I think it's first strike that doesn't get that though. Still -6, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, all right. And one more. They really hated your talk. That one misses
one.
too.
I really hated my talk. That's long enough.
No, okay.
8 -6.
James,
Yeah.
what's an ace? 11.
Yeah.
Wait, is that it? Oh,
Success with a raise?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Ace
12.
again.
14 damage.
Yeah.
And you are already shaken.
Yep.
So what is your toughness?
5.
Okay, so that's a success with a raise with a raise. So that'll be 2 wounds.
Ouch.
There's still plot armor,
Yeah.
too.
So you see it come streaking down out of the sky, and it just goes right for his face and starts trying to gnaw at your face. You feel like something on your head that's just sharply trying to reach into your head.
Not again.
Soak it?
Yeah.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
Make a vigor roll.
Do a vigor roll. Do a vigor roll.
Press A to shoot.
Oh.
I aced it.
I'll allow that, because it was cool that it fell into a cup holder.
9.
9?
Yeah.
That soaks both of the wounds. So you feel this thing on your face, and just reflexively you bring your hands up and just shove it off, and you feel it just go spiraling off somewhere. You lose track of it, though. Another one goes for Rosaline.
How close does it get to me?
Oh, you can see it, and it totally misses. So it comes in, and you're gonna first strike
First
it?
strike it.
All right. Make your attack.
What's that? I can't think. 4. I actually did 4.
4?
A 4. I did something.
Not enough.
It's the parry.
It flies out of the way. Percy, you feel something coming towards you.
Oh, fuck.
5 will hit. Your toughness, or your parry is a 4, right?
My parry's a 2.
Your parry's a 2.
Oh my
That's still not a
God.
success with a raise. Although they do get a +2 because you're, yeah, that is a success with a raise. Right, it was don't get into
no.
fights.
Oh,
no!
it's a double ace on
So
10.
11, 16,
He aced again.
again!
18 damage. And your toughness is a 4, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so success with a raise, with a raise, with a raise. Success with 3 raises. You would be shaken and take 3 wounds.
Oh,
Soaky.
I recommend
No.
soaking. No, you'd still be up, but you'd be in bad shape.
I'll soak.
Okay.
I think I'll try soaking.
Spend a fate chip.
How about the blue one?
use the
Spend a red
I
one.
would use the red one, yeah.
Yes.
Have a red one then.
And then make a vigor roll.
Oh boy, this is
Make this the best vigor roll ever.
this is gonna hurt.
Oh, D4 bigger. Oh, you aced it though.
Oh,
You raised it
it's
again.
twice.
Woo, best vigor roll ever.
There you go.
13?
13.
not
A
bad.
13 is a success with a raise with a raise. That is enough to soak all of that.
Oh, thank God.
So it comes
Ooh,
flying
that
down
was
at you, and
good.
you feel slashes, and you're just flinging your gun up in all these different directions.
Get away!
And you're hitting it, you're not doing damage to it, but you're keeping it from getting in close to you, and eventually it flies off. You can feel that. Now, Rosaline, they've ignored Derek and his friends. They are more focused on you guys as a force to be reckoned with now, but you see them again start to swirl in the air.
I
already did that one. They already did 5. There. Oh no. And they come down right on this square. They all hit the ground, and you hear the floor creak and crack beneath you guys, and they fly back up into the air. I need all of you. So Rose, you make an agility roll. You guys make an agility roll at a -2.
And 2 of my zombies.
And 2 of your zombies have to make an agility roll at a -2 as well.
I have a -2 anyway.
Agility roll.
You rolled 2 2s.
Yeah.
I did.
That's a 0 and a 0.
Yep. Yep. Yes, indeed.
That's a
I did
3
the same thing.
Oh,
3
good
to 2.
buddy.
-2. Wait, am I at a -2?
Yes. Oh no, sorry. You're not at a negative. Your 2 zombies
Oh.
are though.
Oh,
Oh, you were making the roll for them. I see.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So that is a fail.
both of them are there.
Reroll.
I'll take it. Exactly. Have one
White fate
left.
chip for
Thank
Rosaline.
you.
Oh, is that -2 you said?
I mean, it's better.
I would be here the night everyone dies.
I still got a 3 though.
You got a 3. Okay.
I got a 5.
A 5.
I got a 3. I guess I'll keep it.
Okay. So the floor crashes out from beneath your feet. James, you are able to just barely leap and grab onto this area here. You're still shaken, but I'm gonna say that that works here.
Okay.
Hal, Rosaline, and 2 Rudolphs fall through to the floor beneath. And you guys all take a point of fatigue.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
That
Rose.
is going to make me.
It's bumps and bruises, so you can't get
Okay.
incapacitated by that.
Oh, okay.
So you lucked out here.
I did look out.
I
Wow.
will shake you though,
Great. Cool.
because you're already so fatigued. And these zombies just fall down. They don't really take fatigue, so they're just down there now.
Rudolph, I told you not to do that. I think. Possibly.
Hal, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well,
You're downstairs now.
yeah, what do I, okay.
There's still a rope dangling down from over there.
Oh, it's so far though. And I feel like we should run. Are we gonna run? Are we staying?
Where are we gonna run?
I think the storm might be better than this. I can't
I
fight
don't
what
think they
can't-
very much care about the storm.
I can't fight what I can't see.
And that's all the time you got to talk. What are you gonna do, Hal?
Okay, they were uncertain, so I'm gonna head for the rope.
All right, so you're running over to the rope. How many squares is that for you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7
6,
here.
7, 8. You can make it over there with your pace.
And then climb up?
And then
or-
climb up.
Great, perfect.
I'm just gonna need an agility roll from you because you're trying to do it quickly in combat.
Oh.
Could one of my zombies help? They are done with him.
No, because it's not on your turn, so he's acting before them.
Okay.
I failed because I have fatigue now, so that's a 3.
Okay. You
Right.
want to reroll?
I
Welcome
mean,
to
this
the
is to go up the rope, right?
Yep.
world of fatigue.
No wonder you got
Wait,
the
am I gonna
first
fall down the
fanciful thing
rope?
going on. It makes
No,
you
you just
super
can't
evil.
climb it.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
I'd rather not.
All right, so Hal is stuck down here at the bottom. He's too bruised up to be able to easily climb the rope this round. Hand in your card, Hal.
Okay.
Next up, James Bogue.
Handsome cowboy, you all right?
Surprisingly, yes.
Don't
I'm
show
gonna
your blood.
Unshake.
I'm gonna unshake. That's a spirit, right?
Yes.
I did it. It's a
All right,
5.
you are unshaken. There's now a big hole in the floor.
Are you all right down there?
It's all right as we can be.
I should have checked on Rose.
So they smashed into there and then they flew up. That was basically the last.
You don't know that, but yes.
Well, something hit.
Yes.
It caved away. And
Yes.
Then, yeah.
However, you do see over in the corner, Percy, Derek and his friends have wood piled up and they are trying to light a fire.
That's not a bad idea. Do I see that happening over there?
Yeah, and you heard him shout that out to them earlier as well.
Did you say there's holes in the ceiling?
Yeah.
So wouldn't the rain be telling us where they are sometimes?
Potentially. But that would be a pretty steep notice roll to notice them flitting through a very small space.
I'm going to.
But if you wanna try and watch that when you get back up here, I'll let you do that.
You're just like,
Time to puff up, boys.
I'm gonna try and pipe smoke it up.
Cool. All right.
That sweet vape life.
I want to
Oh my
see
God.
how. Make a vigor
sick
roll.
cotton.
I want to see how much smoke, how much lung capacity James Bogue has to generate a lot of smoke here, real quick.
Make a badass roll. Except you just did the least badass thing possible.
Your pipe fell apart.
oh, that was a good timing.
All right. 4.
4. Do you have any fatigue?
Yep. 3.
You don't have any fatigue.
He does.
I do. I have 1 fatigue.
From Life Drinker?
Yeah.
That's gone away at this point.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
That was. What are you talking about? That was like
4.
forever ago. All right. So you start puffing up a storm, and that square is covered. And you see the outline of what looks like 2 shapes over there, just flying up around you in the air.
Can I see them?
Everyone can see them.
Oh,
Everyone can see those things up there.
Who knows how to vape? Covered an entire room in one.
All right.
Professional vaping.
I'm gonna say
Well, that's
that
a
was
real pipe, not a.
that was your action.
That's it,
All right.
yeah.
So hand in your card. Next up, Rosaline.
Now you'll see yourself die.
Okay, so I'm.
You're shaken, first of all.
Okay. That's spirit?
Spirit
I was
unshake.
confused.
You cannot handle critters. You just can't.
I know.
You just can't do it.
We get it.
I
Braced and
aced
baked.
All right, you got it.
I did it.
You unshake. What would you like to do?
Okay, where are they from where I am?
They're just flying all above you up there.
Can I just 54 card pickups?
The ceiling?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll say you can catch 4 of them if you time it right.
I hope I can. Okay. 7 minus 2 is a 4. 5.
You successfully activate your spell.
Isn't it -3?
Shut
No.
up.
She doesn't take another.
I don't take another. There's only 2 fatigue.
There's only 2 fatigue?
Because
Yeah.
she
Oh,
bumps
there's
and
3.
bruises won't add another.
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
I see.
All right, so your cards go spurting up out of this hole. So everyone just got the zombies that are standing there, just like "Ugh," as this card torrent just shoots up to the ceiling. They have to make a agility
Agility.
roll. Okay.
Versus my 5.
Well, they rolled really poorly.
Yay!
Roll damage.
Success! Give me up!
You aced on
13.
damage. So
Oh, right.
13
Wait.
plus 8.
21.
21 damage. And even
Fuck
though,
off, you weird bat things!
even though they are resistant to magic,
Wow.
they are shredded. And you see 4 of them drop out of the sky and just fall tattered and broken to your feet.
Do they make like gross noises?
Oh, they do.
Wrong.
Hand in your card. Well done. It's Derek's and then turn, so they have a fire going over there, and smoke starts to fill up this area here, and it's going to continue to fill up on each card, each turn on their card. So there are also 2 shapes flitting around up over here.
Fantastic.
Next round, James Bogue. Ace of spades.
Oh,
Hal Melton,
yeah.
3 of clubs.
Oh.
Rosaline, 5 of spades. Percy, 7 of hearts, not too bad for them. A 6 of spades, pretty bad. Derek, 4 of spades.
Eek.
Not the most helpful,
Drew,
but
crap.
some of them are visible now. James Bogue, you're up first.
All right, you sons of bitches. He's going to.
You sounded kind of like Hank Hill when you said that.
You definitely did.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you sons of bitches.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Damn it, how?
Damn it, Hal.
All right, what are you doing?
That boy, right.
He's going to fan the hammer.
At those 2?
Yeah.
All right, 3 on each, I assume?
3 on each.
Make your shots. This is with Life
Five
Drinker?
on one.
This is with Life Drinker.
Life Drinker wants to feed.
Not on this one.
Okay.
No.
Ace!
Yeah.
You did this. You did this.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and roll your damage with an extra d6. You don't need Life Drinker if you have acing dice every time.
Yeah. That's 10. Yeah, that's 10.
Okay, 10. So you fire this shot and the thing looks down. You can't see this. You can sort of see it. It looks smug and it just sort of stands there and lets the bullet hit it.
Oh dear.
And it explodes. And the one next to it just freaks out in the air and starts scrabbling back. But by that point, there's already a bullet arcing towards it.
Great.
Rose, you get the impression that they were not aware they could be hurt by bullets. And maybe they can't be.
That's a 4.
A 4 is enough to hit.
That's a 9.
9. Blow that one up too.
Hot damn!
Blast it out of the sky. So you guys can see these shapes just drop and plummet through the smoke as they hit the ground. All right, and I'll let you keep those other 4 shots chambered, James
Great.
Bogue.
Cool.
Or you could continue fanning the hammer at those 2 flying in the air over there.
Can I?
Let's
Okay.
see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're within your medium range. So you'd be at a -2 to hit each of those.
Minus
Hell
okay.
yeah!
Do it.
Two
So
bullets
do
each.
it.
Just back to hip shooting again.
Yeah, there you go. Rub it in. You're a heroic rank character now.
Yeah.
I gotta up my game. Ooh, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. Another one for this guy. That's a 9.
It's a 9.
-2 is a 7, which is just a hit, not with a raise.
Great.
Oh, wow.
That's a 6, 7.
6, 7. You shake it. A bullet comes flying by it and clips it in the wing, and it blows a little bit of its flesh open, and it looks back at it like it's alarmed and kind of turns to swivel in the air. This other one, 2 shots at it, or are you gonna continue firing at that one?
No, I'm gonna do
2 shots on the other one. Make your roll. Ace! God.
so.
Now you know how it feels.
Successful raise.
Yeah, that's 8. Yep.
Extra damage. Extra d6.
I don't know why I put that away. That's 6, 7, 8.
8 damage. You drop it. James Bogue, ladies and gentlemen. Hand in your card, James.
Wait, one more shot, right?
You have one more shot? Yo, you do. You do.
Yeah.
I spoke too soon.
So back again.
Ace! And a 9.
Ah.
It's
Success with a raise.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Get it this time. 5, 5.
5, 5, 5.
Oh, 15.
15?
16.
That'll kill it. Yeah. It also just drops.
Kablumbo.
Splats to the ground. Now hand in your card. Have you killed enough things, James Bogue?
I guess I have today.
All right.
Life
Next up.
Drinker Hunger.
That was 8
Percy.
things you've killed today.
Okay.
So you still got 2 Rudolphs up here.
And probably someone else with
Yes.
that bullet that
Now, you said the smoke would spread each card.
It's going to
On
spread
their
on
card.
their card.
Okay.
which is a 4, so they're
Yeah, they're gonna go last here.
No,
So
I'm
you
gonna go
could
last.
hold your action and wait
I'd
for
like
the
to
smoke
do
to
that.
spread. So just flip your card over, and whenever you're ready to, you can just announce you want to take your action.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just kind of holding ready and waiting for the smoke to illuminate more of them.
Yes.
All right, so then next up would be them, I believe. All right, so there are not a whole lot of them left, Rose. You could still look up and see them flying around, but it's much less frequently now, and they seem concerned. So they're flying around up here, and James, you just took out a lot of their buddies, so they are not going to just pick one at random. They're going to try and collapse the floor underneath you. You see them streaming
Oh,
over
dear.
across, and you hear them just come crashing down to the ground there. I need you to make an agility roll, James. But you can see this happening because of the cloud of pipe smoke around you, so it's not at a -2. You have time to brace for it. Yep,
9.
that'll do it. All right, so the floor just collapses with a crashing sound right here, and you, James, leap back to there.
You're trapped.
And that is their turn. All right, Rosaline.
So can I see any of them from here?
Not easily right now. Every now and then one of them flits over that hole, but they're kind of trying to stay more spread out at this point. They saw what happened when they clustered up around you, and when they got shot out of the sky by Percy's gun.
Okay.
So you could maybe catch one of them if you waited with 54 card pickup.
Well, that's better than not trying to hit one.
Okay. You're gonna stay down there and just
Yeah.
kind of hold till you see one fly overhead and then let loose?
Yes.
All right. Spend your points, make your roll.
I aced it.
Nice.
Yes.
So 10 minus 2 is 8.
That's a success with a raise. Okay.
That means they have a -2 to their agility.
Yes, it does. Here they go. Oh, they got a 40. No, they failed. All right, roll damage.
15.
15.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, so one of them flies overhead and it like looks down at you as you're looking up at it, and again that torrent of cards just comes
Just like-
shooting up and just splats it to the ceiling. That one stays up there. It doesn't fall. It is splatted like a bug on the ceiling. Hand in your card rows.
Do they become visible once they die?
No.
Okay.
All right, so on this turn, the smoke starts to spread out to these 3 squares, revealing to you, Percy, 2 of them flying over here, and 2 of them flying above the square that you and Howell is beneath you on.
Great.
So if you would like to, they're just gonna keep fanning this fire over here, so you can take your turn now if you'd like.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the one closest to my zombies.
Okay, so this one here?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So you're gonna try and knock it out of the sky with your zombicide? No, zombinium.
Zombinium.
Right.
Zombicide's a board game.
Right.
Very good one. Yes.
Okay.
So let's see. That is.
So you're just getting one of them.
Yes.
So it's 2 points, and you're gonna make a shooting roll.
yes. That's a 5.
5 is enough to hit. Okay, so it has a chance to. So it is hit, but it doesn't completely immobilize it. It slows it down, and it
He
reduces.
is entangled.
Yes, yes, and what that means, it slows it down and it reduces its agility and strength-based scores, so it is now much slower, much easier to hit, and much less effective at hitting. So that's this one here.
Yes.
Okay, so you see it just slow in the air. You can't see what effect you're having on it physically, but you know what it is.
Rudolph, kill.
So these 2 guys are gonna turn and move in to swipe at it. So
yes, and
making
both
it,
of them get a d6 plus 1. So do I roll for both or just one die?
roll for both separately. So
Okay.
they get a +1 because they are in your aura of command. You have an exemplary command of Rudolph.
They get a gang up bonus?
Yeah, okay.
And a gang up bonus. So actually, they each get a d6 plus 2.
All right. That would be a 5 and a 7.
5 and a 7 are both enough to hit.
Great.
So roll damage twice. So damage, I think, is their claws, which is just strength. So you just roll their strength as damage.
Okay. The strength is a d6.
Okay, so you can just roll 1d6 and we'll resolve each attack separately.
First one is 6.
6. Oh, so that bonus doesn't go to their damage.
Oh, okay,
Just
then
to their
4?
fighting. So 4, it shakes it. So one of the Rudolphs swipes at it, and it kind of dodges out of the way, but it's sluggish, and it gets hit on the foot, and it spins out a bit.
And a 1 on the other.
And the other Rudolph just kind of swipes at it, but it swipes where it was a moment ago and just clips it barely, but it is shaken.
Rudolph, we've talked about this.
Ugh. Hand in your card.
Or drop it.
Hal Melton, you are up.
Do you want to move the zombies on the first floor?
Oh yeah,
You got 2 on the first floor.
Oh, right.
you can move them back over. They could come back over to the rope.
You help. Help Howell get up. He's a tall one.
They come over and they just start. They grab you and they just start lifting you
I'm
up.
fine. Nope, don't need that. Nope, I got a rope.
That's happening.
All right,
That's
Hal.
happening.
Oh, we unlocked a second mystery box.
We did?
Shoot. Damn.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, hold on. Second mystery box. Totally didn't see
next
that.
person that goes
we
dies.
might be going late.
Oh,
Shut up.
What?
I will
Really?
save this one until the next session.
Aw, I'm not gonna get to tune in.
no, shoot.
There's one we are hanging on to though, right? Aren't you hanging on to one?
No, we did that one.
No, I used that
We
one already.
used that
That's
one.
all the guts rolls at -2.
Yeah.
Uh,
There was a positive one that happened.
Yeah.
yes.
Right, okay.
There was the auto success.
What are you
Yeah.
doing, Hal?
Do they actually push me up to the
They
first
do
floor?
push you up.
Right.
You can just grab onto that.
I am going to get up onto that floor, and so those 2 are revealed.
Yes, that one is just kind of like spiraling in the air, and it looks like it can't fly properly.
All right. Well, it's a good time as any to try out this new shotgun I got.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's do that.
Okay, so drawing it and then firing with it are gonna be a penalty.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're gonna be at a -2 for your shots with it.
Okay. So you said I shoot them separately, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm shooting twice.
So you're gonna roll 2 shooting dice and your wild die.
Okay, so I need another D8.
And just roll it all together.
Okay. So that is, and it's at -2.
-2.
So just one of them hits. if
One of
that's
them
what it
hits.
is.
Okay, which one do you want to hit?
I'll hit the one that's a fresh one.
Okay, so roll damage. You hit that one successfully. You're gonna do 3d6 damage.
Okay. Oh, I need one of your D6s. That is 8 damage.
8.
Not the, there's no +2, right? This one?
No.
Great.
So you strike it full on with automatic blast of your Gatling shotgun, and the pellets hit it, but they don't seem to do as much damage as you would expect them to do. It only does 4 damage.
All right.
But that is enough to shake it.
All right.
So it kind of goes spiraling back.
All right. Next time I'll just cut my hand and bleed a little bit on my gun. And see
Give me
what
your
happens.
card. Give me your card, smartass. Nothing happens when you bleed on a gun. 3? No, you don't want that. How about, can I interest you in a 4? Nope, not for
No.
James Bogue.
Five,
He's a
five,
fancy
five,
man.
five.
2? No,
No.
not a 2. How about a 9?
Okay.
You have to take it. Howl, 3 of diamonds. 5 of diamonds. Percy, Queen of Spades.
Yes.
They get a 10 of, that's the second queen you've gotten. And
Well,
Derek
honey.
and Co.
He's a queensman.
Fair enough. And you're up first.
Yes.
What would you like to do, Percy?
Okay. You two up.
All right, so they're gonna climb up this round.
You two attack.
All right, 2 attacks at a +2.
That's going to be a one will hit with the 7.
Okay, and then
one
the other
will
one
miss.
that's a miss. Okay,
Yes.
so a 7 is enough to hit. So roll damage.
5.
5, and it was already shaken. So your Rudolph goes out and just grabs it out of the air and just kind of takes its other hand and just squeezes in on it, and you can hear it. And that one is dead.
Oh, pop goes the bat weasel.
Very good, Rudolph. And I'm going to shoot at the one that he stunned.
So that won't actually do any damage to
Oh,
it,
it won't.
but it will slow it down or potentially completely disable it. So I would recommend shooting at one of these two.
Okay,
that
I'm
are
gonna
still
shoot the
floating
closer
around.
one.
This one?
That one,
All right,
yes.
so make a shooting roll.
Okay. Let's see. Am I shooting it? I don't know why I keep looking. I should know what it is by now.
That's all right. I have to check all the time. Was it good?
I can't even
Ah.
see it. So. We are looking at a 5.
A 5. A 5 is enough to hit it.
Great.
All right, but that is not going to be with a raise, so it's just going to slow it down again. But it is like sluggish and easier to hit.
I got to work on the recoil on this thing.
All right, hand in your card, Percy. Next up. It's them. Wow, okay. So this one is shaken. It's gonna try and unshake,
I did balls flat on its face.
and it does. This one was not hit, so this one is going to go for you, Howl. You just shot it. And it misses.
Hiya!
You're holding a shotgun in one hand. You can still hit it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just reminding you.
Great.
Nothing tricky.
Nope, mine's 6 still, right? Wait.
No, you can see it now.
Oh, so it's no penalty?
No penalty.
Oh, then it's definitely a hit.
Okay, so
Just a 7 is what I
7?
rolled.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Actually, sorry, it's a 6. Because I have a fatigue.
Still hits.
Okay,
Roll
cool.
damage.
Sweet. And this was my offhand, right? Because...
No, you would hold the shotgun in your left hand, I imagine, if you're gonna punch something.
Or just hit it with a shotgun.
Oh, sure, yeah. But it's still an offhand because I have my bracer on.
And that was the most.
Yeah,
video
It's a
games.
regular strike.
Okay.
That was the most video games.
D4
Just a butt hit.
Yeah.
Remember like the intro?
Just like
Just like
It's an ace
it.
on the D4.
those dice killed James.
So that is
14?
14
So 7.
plus 2.
So 60. So 8.
Yes.
So even though the damage is halved, this thing comes flying in at you and it tries to swipe at you, and you move back, and with your patented Howlin' Hal Melton roundhouse punch, you just bat this thing backwards,
You bat it.
and it flies over this way and impales itself on a splintered piece of wood. And is... It's dead.
It okay.
If it was a roundhouse, that would have went that way.
No, because it was your offhand.
But you said it was my option.
I don't care. This one is going to come flying at James. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That one's
6, 7,
entangled,
8.
though.
Oh, yes, it is. So it's slower. Oh, so he's going to have to run in order to do that.
Can they run in the air?
They can.
I think it's called flying very fast.
So it can make it there, but it is at a -2 to try and attack him. And that's going to be a huge miss because it is sluggish from this zombinium that is coating it. And then this one is going to fly in at your Rudolph. And try and attack your Rudolph. That's
What
a
a
miss.
jerk.
That's a miss. Wow, okay.
Are you still smoking?
Next up. James,
No.
So that one's invisible.
there are only 2 of these things up.
No, there's smoke. Has the smoke covered this area?
Your pipe smoke has it.
Okay,
though.
cool. Great.
Can I step back?
You absolutely can. It's going to get a free attack against you.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, but it is at a -2 because of the zombinium. No. 9 minus 2 is a 7, so that's going to hit.
All right.
But no raise.
You good.
That aced 8.
Well,
I jinxed it.
13 damage.
It doesn't
You
matter.
can't say that before he rolls damage.
13 damage. So
This is 5,
success with
so-
2 raises. So you would be shaken and have 2 wounds.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I recommend soaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna soak.
I recommend taking it. You see what happens.
Yeah.
Nah.
Bigger. It's a 4.
You soak 1.
There's also the plot armor.
No. You don't need that.
Try and do.
Reroll, all right. I have so much cursed Spanish gold.
I hate that.
boy.
Guys.
I did not do better. Okay. I soak 1.
Okay, so you are shaken and wounded. It opens up a gash in your torso, James Bogue. That is going to interrupt your action.
God damn it.
Unless you want to spend a fate chip to automatically unshake here. So that you can
Yeah.
finish your. All right.
Yep.
Unshake. Take your shot.
Take all the shots.
Just don't throw away your shot.
No,
Actually, you haven't
I have to
reloaded
speed
your
load.
gun.
I have to speed load.
Yeah.
You don't have to speed load your other gun.
That
That's true. You could quick draw your other gun. It'd be an
Fan the hammer.
offhand attack.
Can you offhand fan the hammer?
Yeah.
Yes. Just drop your life drinker if it lets you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, now just. Oh no. Whoops. Oh no.
Well, does it just look like there's just these 2 left?
There's just 2 left.
Okay, I'll try fanning the hammer then.
All right.
So I'm at a -1 for sure on this one.
Yes.
And then, is that?
Yeah, you're within
12?
range.
Okay.
So what we have to do is just get a bunch of loaded pistols and just put them all over Bogue, so you can just drop guns and shoot them.
Yeah.
Like Reaper.
that is literally Reaper.
Yeah, just
8.
Reaper.
Yep,
all
that's a
we
hit with a
do.
raise. Give the man a D6.
So far, boy.
He earned it.
Wow, that's bad. 5, 6.
6. 6 is enough to shake it.
All right.
You have another shot though.
Take another hit. That's a
3.
3. Nope. So
That's a
misses.
miss.
One more.
Here you go. Lucky number 3.
Oh,
8.
yeah, baby.
You fire so many things now. All right, that's a hit with a raise. Do damage. You gunslinger. Yeah,
8,
you
9.
drop it.
Okay. Great. Okay, and now other
Last one. Over there by Rudolph.
There's gotta be an easier way. Oh.
That misses.
Over here, you goof.
There's a table with felt.
What are you doing?
But
spent
I've
a
been
lot
rolling
of money on this
well
nice
up here.
table.
He doesn't want to mess up the felt.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it's where you roll, buddy.
So that's 11.
Success with a raise.
6, 9, 10.
10. Blow it up.
Oh!
10 kills.
10 kills.
Hell yeah.
That's a really good kill
that a record?
ratio.
Hand in your
That's
cards.
10 to 0.
Katie.
10.0.
The no, wrong thing.
Everything goes silent up here, and the crackling fire in the corner continues, and Derek and his friends go, is that it? Is it over?
My soul sight's still happening, right?
Yes.
I want to, I don't remember exactly what it said, but I want to look out a window at the wall and see if I can see anything.
Yes. So you look out the window, and there is a just crackling black dome that just surrounds this hill in a big diameter and then just comes to a closed point up above you. It's like you're under glass. right now. But as you watch, as the last one of these things falls, the dome just starts to just crack and just dissipate.
I think the barrier is gone. I think it left. I could see it. And it looks like maybe those things were keeping it here.
We can get out of here?
Yes.
Adios! And Derek and his friends just run and grab the rope and are just down and out of the
I want
house.
to watch them and see if they can get past.
Okay, you watch them go down the hill just screaming and running for their lives, and they run dead on for it and past it. And just out into
they
the
got
rain
past it.
slicked.
Make your whatever it is that will
Come along to the hybrid, everyone.
All right. Rose, we should get those wounds looked at too.
We
can do that in
on
the
the way.
hybrid.
Yes,
That's also
on the way.
She's worse than me, though.
No, she has
just
fatigue.
fatigued.
You're actually wounded.
Oh, never mind.
Yes,
But
let
this
us
is
look at the handsome one first. He is not doing well.
What does it matter what he looks like?
He's handsome. You want me
There's
to
no time.
deny
Make a
it?
healing roll.
Oh, okay. Do it now. Great.
If you don't do it now, you won't be able to heal him.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Golden
I
arrow.
forgot about that. Ace.
Ace.
Nice.
11. Minus
Okay,
1. 10.
even with the that's still a success.
okay, great.
So you are able
Thank
to
you,
patch him
Howard.
up.
What can we do about the horses? If we're gonna get in this thing, I can't just leave Dot here.
Yeah, I can't leave Gussie. I mean, if I can find her, I can't leave her.
Oh, they can probably just ride on the back. It'll be fine.
What? Is that a real thing?
I don't think so. No, it's not big enough for that.
Have you ever heard of a caravan?
Well, yeah.
We'll
but,
go slower.
Well,
But they have to stop.
But if
We'll
we,
stop them.
but if we do that, there's no point in taking your whatever this is.
Yeah. Good
The
point.
point is to get there faster.
yeah.
We have to get there faster. Maybe I can go ahead and you all can meet me there.
Well, that's risky, but I mean,
We don't know how much time we have.
you can't leave all our horses here.
You two take the horses. I'll take Rose, correct?
Yes.
Okay, very well.
Go with this random stranger who resuscitates dead bodies and bends them to his
I
will.
don't care at this
All right.
point.
Well, we're gonna be right behind you, but don't make any big moves without us.
We'll ride hard. We'll be right behind you.
As
All
long
right.
as we can with 4 horses.
Can you create some sort of thing for them to protect them from the weather?
Don't have the parts.
I don't have the parts.
we'll find a way. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, narrator.
No problem.
He didn't.
How fast can we get there? Can we get there by tonight?
Probably not at this rate, but probably tomorrow.
If you drive through the night,
Yes.
then you could probably get there by tomorrow late afternoon.
As fast as you can go.
Tomorrow late afternoon. Aboard!
It's just like Home Alone.
Rose, do not do anything stupid. You wait for us, okay?
Promise you'll wait.
I promise.
All right.
She didn't.
Promise. Can I intimidate her a little bit?
Fingers crossed.
So, Rose, as you are saying this,
Goodbye,
you see
handsome
some
cowboys.
movement over from a window, and one of those things flies in through the window, and it lands on the ground over near you, and it just puts a finger up to its lips, and it raises its hands, and you can tell it seems afraid of you,
Oh boy.
and it just kind of bends down, and its body just starts, and you see it disgorges something. It looks like a very smooth, highly polished black sphere. And then it points at it and points up to you, and then flies out the window.
But the dome thing doesn't come back.
Dome is gone, and at that point, your vision clears and you see the world in color again. But you do see still a little black orb on the ground.
I'll go get it.
You go grab it? Mm-hmm. The mysterious strangers in chat unlocked a dark offering.
Ooh.
So this
I like it.
is a little gift unwillingly given
That part.
from dark forces to Rosalind Byrne.
Unwillingly?
Unwillingly given by the dark forces.
Okay. Can I like put it out into the
We'll
rain?
deal
so
with
I
it
clean-
later.
Oh,
Can I at least clean it off?
No.
rub it against your face.
All right, so you're getting on Percy's hybrid.
Yes.
Yes.
Percy, what are you doing with Rudolph?
Oh, Rudolph. It's always sad to see you go. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Okay, the rest of you, I turn them off.
All right, so that one just kind of climbs onto the back and just stands there and gets ready.
Is there enough space for one horse?
No.
Okay.
There's not enough space for a horse
Just
on
trying.
this. It's like a car. It's like, can I put this horse in the backseat of my car, my Camry?
Have you tried? Gussie was in a
Well,
well.
maybe if we cut the horse in sections,
Yeah.
it'll work.
We're not going to. Don't.
That's fine.
So you reach out, Percy, and activate that little bauble that you built earlier, and there's a
The bubbler.
wall kind of noise, and you just see the air around this thing just kind of move out, and the rain just patters around it.
Well, I'll be. Look at that. Huh.
And you're heading off?
We're heading off.
All right.
See you in Phoenix, handsome
and then
cowboy and
we just
tall
like
cowboy.
ride past you guys. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll see you there.
Or come on, it has to be faster than that.
It is
has,
a little bit faster
okay.
than...
It has 6 zombie power. That has to
Yes.
be at least 2.5 horsepower.
Yeah. That's accurate.
Okay. Six
So
zombies
you
equals
guys are
2.5
riding
horsepower.
behind it for a ways, but your horses are struggling with the sodden
weather,
ground
yeah.
and the low visibility, and eventually the sound of it fades off into the distance ahead of you, and you guys continue on the trail towards Phoenix. And that is where we will end things tonight.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Thank you guys so very much for
Thank
everything.
you.
Thank you for being
Yes.
here. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for unlocking 2 mystery boxes, one of which is going to come into play next session. And yeah, thank you guys for being here as well. Thank you very much to Steven. for being here.
thank you.
Plug.
Yes, oh yeah, absolutely.
Hi there. If you found me charming in any way, shape, or form, tune in on Monday. I will be having my birthday spectacular episode of Legacy. I'm turning 28, and I'm gonna get stupid.
Are you turning
It'll be
28 on Monday?
Yes.
It's gonna be on Monday, guys.
Yeah, June 4th.
Oh,
my
and
birthday.
That reminds me, there's one more toast actually from the Lost Jordan. So everyone raise your glass.
All right.
The Lost Jordan would like us to toast to everyone not dying, and something about England probably, and to Stephen's birthday, which I'm sorry I have to miss. This is Jordan, by the way. Jordan Pridgeon, who plays Gabe. Just wanted to be clear.
That's it.
It's long.
That's very long.
Went on a little bit, but I had to cut it off at some point.
Okay, oh, it went longer than
longer?
that? Well, this is where we go.
That's where you can be found online.
Good grief.
To everyone
to
not
everyone
dying, and something about England,
I
probably.
guess, probably.
And to Stephen's
Stephen's
birthday,
birthday,
which
which
I'm
I'm
sorry I have to
sorry I have to
miss. This is Jordan, by the way. Jordan Pridgeon, who plays Gabe. Just to be clear. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, the Lost Jordan. Continue to be lost in Europe.
Yeah, I wonder who that is, though.
Yeah.
idea.
No clue. Yeah, really cryptic guy.
Weird.
But yes, tune in on Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific time for Legacy, a Stephen's birthday spectacular. Did you want to give away anything about what's going to be happening in that crazy stupid game, or will they have to tune in and see?
The invasion of the wall Martians. That's all I'm going to say.
What does that mean? You'll have to tune in on Monday night.
It's going to be
to
stupid.
see.
Yeah.
It should be fun. Anyone else have anything they would like to play?
Sunday.
We're all zombies.
Rudolph.
Rudolph!
Sunday, Tempting Fate. It's going to be the first part of the 3-part Who Framed Roger Rabbit hack of Lasers and Feelings.
Yes.
And special guests Ravity and Markia McCarty.
All right.
Should be fun.
Sweet.
And next week on Wildcards, here on Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific time, we will have another guest at the table, and the posse might just arrive in Phoenix, and we'll see what they encounter when they get there. Also, will Percy be able to get that patent deal? I don't know.
Absolutely not.
That's gonna be left up to your headcanon. But if you want to follow any of our RP Twitter accounts in between episodes, at wildcards_Dom, at wildcards_GXG, at wildcards_GM, at wildcards_Meg, and Gabriel Pryor is at wildcards_JP. If you want to share anything about the show, please use the hashtag WildcardsRPG. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. Your support, your tips, just showing up to watch things means the world to us. So we
does.
very much appreciate you being here. I very much appreciate you guys being here. And Tyler, thank you for running everything behind the scenes. And I guess, guys, that's everything.
What do we do now?
I think we should leave with some finger guns! Oh no!